to all of the mothers in this country, to all of those who have nurtured us and taken care of us. Mama is the first word that we learn. We say that word before we learn any other word. And it's a very important word. Some of us, that's the first person we get to know, the first person we fall in love with, and that's the person who we know will die for us. A mother's love is like no other love. All right? A mother takes care of you, whether you're worthy or not. They take care of you because they see you as a part of them. And so we want to thank all mothers who have sacrificed up to this time. Thank you so much for what you have done. Mothers think about the future. Mothers think about the future because of their children that they love. And I want to have a conversation at the second part of this for the mothers of this country. A conversation about our plans, a real conversation. What is in store for your children? Do you hear a vision from any other party for your children? No. For your grandchildren? No. And so today, we're going to talk about some of that. This is the grand finale. This is the culmination of 6 years of educating the Bahamian people. We started sometime in the summer of 2020 as Bahamian Evolution, and we started educating the Okay, all right. Awesome. So I don't know how much of that persons could not hear, but I don't know why people are calling me during my live. All right, all right. We are live in Pinewood. We are live in Pinewood. Of course, you can join us here if you want to, and or you can just stay online. All right, so I think you can hear us now. My feed might be just a little bit behind. Okay. I have to put my phone on Do Not Disturb because people keep calling me during my live. I don't know. Okay, perfect. We are live. All right. Perfect. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how much of that you didn't hear, but of course, all right. We gave an ode to mothers, and again, we just want our mothers to know that we love them, and they are the key to society. They keep us apart. Mothers think about the future. Mothers are concerned about the future because they love their children, not because they love themselves. Many of us men think about ourselves, but our mothers think about our children. And that's a guarantee that they're going to do what's in the best interest of their children. And so to every mother listening to this, in the second part of this show, I want to have a conversation about the future for your children. Have you heard any other party talking about the future of your children? No. The future of your grandchildren? No. We need a vision to move forward into the future. And we're going to get into all of that in a minute. So thank you for tuning in. Do your duty right now. Use your @highlight, @followers, and tag persons right there. Tag them right there. And let's have this conversation tonight. We're going to spend the night with us. I know it's Mother's Day. I hope you went out and took care of your mother today. But now we got to do what most mothers are going to appreciate. We got to talk about our future, man. Our future for our mothers. We got to talk about this. Because we can't leave our children to fight this battle that is coming. We can't leave it. Our children won't be able to afford an apartment. They can't already. Our children won't be able to afford land. They can't already. What world are you going to leave for your children? The PLP and F&M tomfoolery? The PLP and F&M tricks? It's time for something different, y'all. It's time for something different. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we talk about that, and we're gonna have that conversation, you know what I do? When I go around, I try to support people. Someone was selling these perfumes, so I just bought a bunch of them. I just bought a bunch of them just to support them. Just like when we went to the straw market and we just bought a bunch of $1,000 worth of stuff from the straw vendors just to help them out. I did the same thing with this particular vendor. And so if someone is in Pinewood and they want a perfume, come get it. We're here, right at our headquarters, right here, right now. If you're in Pinewood and you're watching, which means you're voting in Pinewood, but if you're in Pinewood and you're watching, just come get this, man. I don't care if you're voting for me or not voting for me. Just come get it, all right? This ain't for votes. All right? And so there's something here called, and so we're right here on the entrance of Pinewood, on Pinewood Drive, opposite Good News Baptist Church. So if you're a Pinewood resident and you're a mother, please, you can come and get one of these perfumes. And like I said, I only did this to support the person, and so that's why I did that. All right? We've been helping out persons, not just mothers, in Pinewood, for a very long time, more than the last 5 years. And we do what we can. All right? We don't have the government's purse. No, we don't. We don't get $150,000 to do in the community, but we do what we can. Most of all, we want to empower mothers so that they don't have to be on lines begging anymore, that they don't have to be living on the beach or unsecure with how their children is going to eat. We want to empower Bahamians, man. We're tired of the handout culture, and we are ready to empower our own Bahamians. Any Pinewood women here? Any Pinewood women? Yeah.
Right here.
You sitting here and you hear me tell the women come and you sitting right here? Come here. Come here. Which one you want? Which one you want?
The pink one.
The which one?
The pink one, the Arabian.
The Arabian? What you know about these things? All right. That's the Arabian, and that's $100.
Thank you.
All right. So, anybody? You sure you live in Pinewood?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I know you. I know you live in Pinewood. All right. And she could call her street name. So,
Number 2, 806.
all right. Anyone who is watching this and they know a mother in Pinewood, send them here, or we'll just distribute it to them. All right. All right. So come get your perfume. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, before we talk about that stuff, and we're going to talk about all of the the history of what has led us here, I really want to address something, and I want to address something serious. We can't play with this. If you love yourself, we can't play with this. If you love your children, we can't play with this. If you love your country, we can't play with this. It's time to stand up, Bahamas. I am fighting for Bahamas, for Bahamians. A Bahamas that will be for Bahamians. That's what I am fighting for. I am riding with the Bahamians. Forget them other people. I down with my people. I riding with my people. My Bahamian people. I'm not here to pander to nobody else. I love all people, but I love my people the most. I love all countries. I could visit any country, but I love this country the most.
Amen.
I love this country. I love me some conch salad. I love me some crab conch. I can't get that nowhere else in the world. I love me some bamboo shark. I can say it. I love me some bamboo shark. All right? I love my Bahamian people and I love my country. Where else in the world can we get crab and rice? I can't get it nowhere. I love my country, but we're losing it. I'm starting to see other culture food on the menu. I'm starting to see we're losing, we've lost our key. to them other people.
Yes.
We have lost,
Yes. Yes.
we have lost Goodman's Bay. Those other people take over Goodman's Bay every weekend. Not to sell, you know. They just go in there to hang out, playing their music loud, and they partying every weekend. And there's no space for Bahamians on Goodman's Bay. Our historic best beach we grew up on. That can get taken over. At the hotels, we're starting to see the majority of people are other people, the majority of workers. What y'all gonna do? Well, that takes us to this clip that was going around today. Let me tell you something. I don't mess around when it comes to my country. Just like no one else should mess around when it comes to their country. I am serious. Now, this that you're about to hear has some foul language, but I gotta play this because I have to let you know what is really happening. You see, it's one thing when I let you in my house, you know. It's another thing when you start cussing me out. Start telling me I'm dumb, stupid, and I'm a clown. It's another thing when you start insulting my children and my women in my house. When you start doing that, it's time to go. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're my brother. It's time to go. And so I'm going to play this because the fellow was at the PLP Haitian rally, and he was confessing that basically that's the Haitian rally. It was full of Haitians. That's his words. I want Bahamians to see this because I want you to take this seriously. It's happening right before your very eyes. And whenever we come to defend ourselves, they say, oh, y'all hateful. Oh, y'all xenophobic. It's my country, bro. If you get out of order in my house, I can run you. I don't hate you, but you out of order. When you cuss out my family in my house, you out of order. Time to go. Did you know that even if someone is a naturalized citizen, that if they have any disaffection with the Bahamas and the Bahamian people, this is what the law say, that their citizenship can be taken away? They can be removed from this country. The law says that. The Nationality Act. All right? Let me tell you something. No foreigner, including those who have been naturalized in this country, none, will disrespect the Bahamas and the Bahamian people once the COI takes over in 2 days. That is going to stop immediately. Let me play this for you, and then we'll be back. Play it, producer. Okay, so they trying to, the computer freeze, so they trying to get that, something going on. They trying to get it back in order, so just give them a second to get that back in order. While they do that, I'm going to continue to talk. But ladies and gentlemen, when we get to the point when you have people like Frankie Florida insulting the Bahamas and insulting Bahamians, that can't work. That can't work. That's illegal, according to the Nationality Act. When you have people like Luby, Georges, and them insulting the Bahamas and insulting Bahamians, it's illegal. They are lawbreakers. We got to fix this. We're losing everything to these people. Now, I can play the video for you all in a sec once they get everything up, right? But one person did respond. It's election time, so all of them, they come out of the woodworks. What's his name? The former immigration minister, Ellsworth Johnson responded to that gentleman. Let me respond. Let me respond to Ellsworth before I respond to the gentleman because we ain't play it yet. All right. Um. Oh, they trying to play it on the screen. Oh, okay. Um. Let me respond to Ellsworth. Ellsworth said that the person was out of order, disrespectful, is going too far. Government need to do something. That kind of stuff he was talking about. Let me make it clear to you who are saying that because of what the PLP is doing with immigration, we need to move them and put in the F&M. Let me fix your business for a second. Ellsworth Johnson, and I'm tired of the scams every 5 years. They tell you, oh, this government just got to go. Just swing hard to the next one that we just came from. Just swing hard to the next one that we just got rid of. Don't worry about no third party right now. Swing hard to the next one that failed us the last time. Let's keep going back to failures. Ellsworth Johnson was the Minister of Immigration. Yeah. Ellsworth Johnson was the Minister of Immigration. Right across the street from him. Remember me doing these exposés showing where they had the flea market and the shanty towns and all that? Well, that was across the street from Ellsworth Johnson's house. He was the Minister of Immigration. And he allowed a whole shanty town to exist across the road from him. When I say across the road, I mean literally, I'm not exaggerating, like down the road or something. Literally, he could smell when they cooking. He could taste the griot as they cooking. Right across the road from his house, literally. Like literally, he could flick a stone and it'll land in the shanty town. He was the Minister of Immigration. Now all of a sudden, he can talk about immigration. At the time, he didn't talk nothing but immigration. While he was the minister, did nothing. The shanty town was across the road from his house. He didn't lock up one person over there. Not one. They had a whole flea market there. Every Saturday, you couldn't get around there for the cars. Right there every morning, hundreds of Haitian young men, including illegal persons, were standing up across the road from Ellsworth Johnson's house, waiting to get picked up to go on construction jobs and other jobs. Across the road from Ellsworth Johnson's house. And the property they was on, across there, was Ellsworth Johnson's brother property. It was crown land that was issued to him. That's Ken Johnson. Ken Johnson. Across the road. Ken Johnson also lived across the road by Ellsworth Johnson, right next to him. But Ellsworth Johnson lived right across the road. And they are coming now, hoping Bahamians forget, because we do forget, to say that the solution is to go back to the F&M who failed us on immigration also. And their excuse is, oh, but it never been this bad. It doesn't matter. You have also failed. When they were in, it was never that bad as the F&M. Now the PLP is worse. If you put the F&M back, it's going to be worse. The F&M started the immigration problem. And so people ask me, why do you talk about the F&M? Because there are Bahamians who are seriously feeling like the F&M somehow magically this time could be the solution. There are some Bahamians who feel that way. There's some Bahamians who are saying, listen, don't vote for the COI. We got to make sure the PLP gone. A vote for the COI is a vote for the PLP. They're saying that. Listen. In 2007, we said Perry is so horrible, he just got to go. These people are so corrupt. The Perry is weak. He has no control of his cabinet. The man got to go. Ingram came back and said, well, it's a matter of trust. You know I deliver. Trust me. And we swing hard. We say, all y'all third parties, next time for y'all. Next time. Right now, Perry them just got to go, man. We can't have this. And we swung hard to Ingram. And then Ingram started failing us. All we know, BTC gone. all we know, the port, all our crown was taken and given to the oligarchs to do the port. They got a monopoly on shipping. Everything was falling apart. They started taxing us to death. Our NIB money was disappearing. They was stealing our NIB money. And Ingham was a one-man band. He come back and say, I don't even need a deputy. I'll run, no deputy. And we said, Ingram just got to go. Let's go back to Perry. Somehow, we were fooled to think that we just got rid of Perry and that we should go back to Perry. We had the Anna Nicole scandal and all that nonsense. We said, let's go back to that. Wow. That's like the children of Israel in the wilderness saying, let's go back to Egypt, man, where they beat us and rape us and whip us. Like an insanity mindset. Going round and round in the wilderness and never getting to the promised land. And so they said, let's go back to Perry. And Perry said, fresh wind blowing. See, I got Mother Pratt. I saved now. And we went to Perry. We went to Perry. And it was worse than it was the first time. The first time, like every year, you might have a major scandal. When Perry them came back, every month it was a major scandal. We couldn't even read. And we went back to him. And then we said, oh, Lord, they got to go. And we said, okay, let's go to Minas. Third parties, y'all wait. Next time for y'all. Next time for y'all. Perry them just got to go. And we swung hard to, when they say we got a new leader, it could be better this time. And we swung hard to Minas. And all of us hold our head. We couldn't believe. 2 months in, we was like, what this man is crazy. Stewfish, ABC, 1, 2, 3. They was, they were, talk so I can hear you. Oh, tell them come, y'all can interrupt me anytime. Come, where they is? How you doing? God bless you. All right. Pick what one you want. I just was helping out someone. Which one you want? That's the one you want? Okay, that one come with $100. All right. God bless you. Who else? Come. Huh? Just turn your back to it. All right. God bless you. No, I want no, what that is? Voters card? No, pick which one you want. Boy, everyone picking the big one. God bless you. That's $100. All right. Boy, I wish I was a Pinewood woman right now. You too? All right. Pinewood got plenty of women. God bless you. You too? Come. How you doing? Yeah. Pick which one you want. Man, all y'all picking the $100 one. All right. God bless you. Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. All right, awesome. Where all these Pinewood women come from? Oh, you was a Pinewood woman. Pick which one you want. Oh, you know I know you from Pinewood. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Miss, where you going? God bless you. I can spend this next year. You gonna have your benefits from the southern. Pick which one you want. That one? My phone on that one, man. That holding up my foot. I didn't play with you. Take the thing, man. Take the thing. God bless you. God bless you. All right. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you. God bless you. Pick which one you want. Anyone? You just want to say hello? Well, I want to say hello to you too. God bless you. All right. God bless you. All right. Hey, how you doing? All right, Shima, come over here. Okay, well, only one left, so yeah. God bless you. All right. Say again? Okay, we get to that right now. Hold the video. I got tell you when to cue the video right now. All right. All right. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. You from Pinewood?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Awesome, awesome. God bless you. Come on. I want you some money too. God bless you. That's $100. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. All right. All right. God bless you. All right. Well, fine with people coming with their documents. They bringing their voter's card. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was talking about minutes. We said swing hard the minutes, and we started crying. 2 months in, we was crying. The unions was crying. Everyone was crying. Under each administration, the unions were crying. Thank you. Under every administration, the unions was crying. The unions had to protest. Under every single one of them. All of them. And then all of them were being disappointed. All of them were being disappointed. And so we decide, minutes is so bad. Who's that? Who's that? Come, miss. Come, miss. Which one you want? Man, listen. You come in your COI shirt. That's 200 for you. All right, you're a smart woman. And so, it's another woman? Wait, they got all these women in Pinewood? All right. Which one you want? Which one you want?
Anyone you get me, I thank God for.
No, you pick it.
All right. I like that. No ice cream, I eat it.
No ice cream? Yeah. I know they got to have ice cream somewhere. I don't eat ice cream today, man. I eat it for Mother's Day. But money better than ice cream. God bless you, all right? Say again? Hold on, I can't hear you. God bless you. Remind me.
Remind me?
Remind me.
You remember me?
Remind me. Well.
You remember when I came here?
Yes. I remember. Good to see you. Hey. How you doing? God bless you. Which one you want?
Right here.
All right.
God bless you. All right. I can't wait for Father's Day. Hey, come. Yeah, how you doing? God bless you. Yeah. God bless you. All right. Only one more. Oh, Lord, you get the last one. Oh, my God. Yes. You get the last one.
I can share this with mommy because she can tell you send her one too.
Okay. She say send her one too? Her perfume? Or her money?
Yeah, one money, but you give me money. I can get it to her.
Tell your mommy I love her.
Thank you.
All right. All right. That was first come, first serve. That's it. Change is here. Change is here.
I was watching it on the live phone, that's why I went over here.
All right. Oh, Lord. All gone, y'all. All gone. So, of course, we just bought them to help out entrepreneur, and we gave them out. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, we was talking about the swing train that you all keep getting. And we decided the minutes were so bad, they was thieving everything. Minutes them was thieving everything. Lanisha Rowland was thieving, allegedly, from the, what you call that thing? The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. All right, see you later. I exposed the documents. You had, what the other man name? Adrian Gibson. Man, he going to crazy on water and sewage. All right, we exposed that too. And that one get locked up too. We've been exposing a lot of things. A lot of people forget that was us who exposed these stuff. And, you know, they were taking all our heritage sites and putting it in their names. Just F&M, you know. All of them was in the cabinet. Putting it in their name so that they could make the money off the tourists when they come there. The illegal COVID visa program, because you cannot prevent a Bahamian from coming in the country under no circumstances. All right? And they did a legal COVID visa program where they was making money and their people was making the money from it. This the F&M, man. This the F&M who stole all your Dorian supplies, man. How could you wear a red shirt? How could you do that? All your supplies, all the money that was donated, they just took it. The IDB said, Minister, just account for the money. Minister said, no. The whole cabinet, including Michael Pintard, Dwayne Sands, and Crazy Thompson and all them, took the $500 million. The $500 million. They took it. $500 million from the IDB, the IMF, etc., and the donations. And it just, poof, disappeared. 1 year into the F&M, what's his name? Brent Simonet got $60 million in contract. And we just keep getting swing. And then we said, oh, Minutes just got to go. Don't mind no third party right now. We just got to get rid of Minutes. Him and Pintard, them so bad, they just got to go, man. Third parties, y'all wait till 2026, man. Y'all wait. Yeah, next time for y'all, 2026. We just got to get this bad party that we just got rid of. They got a new leader now. And we swing the Braven. My Lord, all us all in the head now. And now the story for many F&Ms is that, man, listen, man, even some Bahamians. The story is, man, the PLP so bad, they just got to go. Man, Lincoln, next time for y'all. This crew just got to go. How much times y'all can get swing with that same thing? A vote for the F&M is a vote for the PLP. They doing this together. We continue the conversation later. But and I got some of my candidates here I want you all to meet. Let's play the video and then let's finish this conversation.
Non-Haitians are fucking ya. Non-fucking Haitians. They're all fucking clowns. Too straight. Non-Haitians are fucking ya. Non-fucking Haitians. They're all fucking clowns. Too straight.
All right? So I hope the people online heard it. I'm sure you all watched this video today at some point. This was a man who was saying, he was bragging about the rally. All right? And he was talking about how much people was out there. And he was calling Bahamians clowns. You all a bunch of clowns. He was saying how much Haitians out here. In other words, he is saying the Haitians taking over. That's what he's saying, you know. The Haitians out here. We winning this government. Too straight is what he was saying. Are you all listening to them? Are we so deceived by some voodoo culture that we can't open our eyes and see what is happening right before our eyes? So for someone who is saying next time for the COI, let me tell you something. If the COI doesn't win this, there will be no next time. You're all going to be outnumbered, and these people will come to take over. They ain't come to play. If someone is going to do a whole video like that, he's showing you that they're already comfortable. They done bold. They done cussing you out. Yeah. And so, the rally they talking about, I don't want you all to be deceived, you know. Rallies don't vote. That Red Splash Ingram had was the biggest rally this country ever seen. And they got slaughtered. They got rolled out of town. That Red Splash Ingram and them had in 2012. They got beat so bad. That gold rush that the PLP had in 2017 was the biggest that this country ever saw. All you could see is a sea of people. They lost. I think only 4 of them was left. Only one person was left in New Providence, and that was Glenn Santa Martin. All them get run. You had one left in New Providence where they had the big gold rush. You had a gold rush, a tsunami they call it, and one person left. Don't be intimidated by these little rallies. I put the rally in the picture and the video of it. I put it in ChatGPT. You know ChatGPT smart.
Yeah.
They can look at the crowd and count it because they can count everyone. They can see every head. They can see the empty chairs. They can see what's going on. And they can make a guess how much people might be under a tent, right? I put in ChatGPT. ChatGPT wasn't impressed. I asked him if that's 85,000 people. ChatGPT almost insulted me. ChatGPT was like, the Bahamas has no space that could hold 85,000 people. As big as the stadium is where they do the track and field, that holds 15,000. The space they used was nowhere near as big as the stadium. All right? And so if that holds 15,000, that could tell you the little space they cordoned off on Fort Charlotte. ChatGPT said they counted the heads and it was about 4,500 people. Still okay, but they were screaming, oh, there's 85,000 people out here.
Most of them was Haitians, though.
And of that 4,500 people that ChatGPT says was there, 90+% was Haitian or Haitian descent.
They broadcasted themselves.
Some of them can't vote.
And they were bragging about it. A lot of the people there can't vote. So when you take 4,500, even if you put it to 5,000, right? The voters are 206,000. That ain't the voters. Most Bahamians never even been to a rally. But we vote. Most of us never even been to a political headquarters. But we vote. Most of us never even had an MP knock on our door. But we vote. The majority of Bahamians don't go to rallies. The purpose of these rallies is to fool you into being a sheep. To make you think, oh, this party go win anyway, so let's just go with them. All right? And yes, they're parties for free food. That's why they keep you poor, you know. Yes. That's why.
All their rallies end up in accident.
Yes. That's why they keep you poor, so you appreciate the little free burn up chicken. And flat bear that they then freeze and warm up and freeze and warm up over and over. That's what they want. And so after that, they start putting out polls, fake polls. I see them put out a poll, say the PLP getting this percentage, and they way ahead. The FDM get that percentage, and the COI get that percentage. Fake, because no one see when they did that poll. Where the poll come from? The actual real-time polls have the COI winning by far. Every real poll. Every poll where you could vote and see that the number went from 100 votes to 101 votes, those are real polls that you can see. Every one of those polls, the COI is winning. But the fake poll is when they tell you, oh, we did a poll, and the poll we did, this is what it says. No, we don't know about no poll you did. Because no one know anyone who took part in that poll. All right? Okay. I got a good producing audience today. So, you all my producers. So, the latest poll numbers, this is what the PLP put out. So if election was held tomorrow, which party would you vote for? They have 539 people voted for the PLP, 52%. 353 people voted for the FNM, 34%. 6% or 61% said COI. You know, that's foolishness. And then independent, 2%, not voting, 3%, much more than 3% are not voting. Undecided, 3%. And so that's what they put out there. And that's only a couple of people.
But did you see the Facebook poll?
Now, let's show that now. Here's the Facebook poll. So Nestle, Phileas, all right, so that's a Bahamian of Haitian descent. And a lot of them voting for the COI, by the way. Because a lot of them know that the COI believes in the Bahamas and wants us to have a good operating country. We don't want the Bahamas to turn into Haiti or what is going on there. All right, so a lot of them support the COI. So I think you gotta zoom out so we can see it. Or you can't see the total. Oh, you can't see it. So there's a total of 4,000 people voting this. So this is a more real poll than that PLP garbage. And as you can see, you can't see it because it's faded, but the COI total is here. The PLP is here, which means we got way more than them, and the F&M is here. You know what I'm checking for them? They ain't got no momentum. And so getting 2,000-3,000 people to come to an event, that's small things. All right, that's small things. That has nothing to do with how people are voting. I want the persons who are saying, I had a couple of people call me and say, Lincoln, why don't you join the F&M to get rid of the PLP? Let me answer that for you. Lincoln, why don't you join the F&M to get rid of the PLP? The PLP just got to go. So you want the PLP to go and put the same party that we just got rid of back in. In every cabinet in the world, the prime minister gets one vote. This new leader thing is nonsense. We need a smart populace now. We need a smart populace who knows what's going on. The true leader of the party is not the one you see in that seat. Their financial backers tell them what they can and cannot do. They can't do nothing that they don't have permission to do. It don't matter who the leader is, the party carries on with the same agenda. You all stop fooling yourselves. It doesn't matter. Thank you so much. That's not a Pine Road woman. Come, miss. Come. This is the most expensive water I ever had. God bless you. That's a Pine Road woman bring me water. Shoes, I forget I broke. Okay, I broke. That's don't mind that money. All right. Okay, where I was. She threw me off. No, man, before that, where I was. Man, they still talking about bankrupt. All right. Sorry, y'all. I lost my train of thought. They threw me right off just now. All right. What I was talking about. Thank you. That's a good student right there. Yeah, you're getting your crown land. The person you think run the party don't run the party. All right? Don't fool yourselves. That's why y'all keep getting swinged. Because you think that because Minutes goes there, it could be different. Wasn't it the same? Wasn't it the same? Brent Simmons and them getting all the money, getting all the contracts, no bid contracts. Everything the F&M is now complaining about, they was doing last time too. Everything Pinta them was doing last time. New leader? In the cabinet, the prime minister gets one vote. Don't y'all remember I showed you all the CIA document where they were talking about the cabinet vote where Finland wanted them to not investigate a particular drug situation and the cabinet outvoted him? That's Finland at the peak of his power. He had one vote and his cabinet say, hell no. They make you all think that the leader has all the say in the party. Listen, in the cabinet, the prime minister gets one vote. That's why they call it collective responsibility. Everyone in there is one. What one do, all do. What the leader do, you do. And if you don't like what the leader is doing, you resign. So if Pintar didn't resign, he was complicit. Stop fooling yourself. In every civilized country, if you don't like what the cabinet doing, you resign and then you speak out against them. That is how it's supposed to work. So don't tell me Pintar didn't withhold the bill and supplies. He was there. He voted on it. If I was in that cabinet and I had a prime minister and he said he was keeping the bill and supplies from them people in Abaco who was in need and them people in Freeport who was in need, I would have stepped down. And I would have stood up and I would have said, listen, my party is holding the bill and supplies. They need to give the bill and supplies to the people. I would have stand up for the people. That's what I would have do. Pintar never did that. When they were keeping the bodies in the trailer, Pintar going to say, no, y'all can't do this just because our financial backers own the insurance companies. He should have stood up. I would have stood up for the Bahamian people. You never saw that coward standing up for the Bahamian people. I'm sorry for these strong words. But our country is in trouble, man. It's in trouble. Excuse my passion. But this is the last election we have, and people are messing around. There is no hope in joining the problem. They're asking me to join the F&M. They are the problem. The PLP is the problem. The F&M didn't build a hospital. But they worse than the PLP because they collected the money for the hospital. And now they saying, oh, the money was there. The money was left there. Why Bravesden didn't build a... If the money was there, why y'all didn't build the hospital? Where the money gone? That's another $250 million y'all got.
All of my money. All of our money.
Y'all brag about a multi-story hospital and never built it. But the money disappear.
Yeah, they fixed the front of the hospital.
You would have fixed them.
She said they fixed the front of the hospital. That was a different loan. That was in the multi-story building. The loan was for the multi-story building. The renovations, the A&E, was something different. That took 10 years, that's something different. Listen, man. Listen. We gotta stop falling for the same old tricks. Yes, the PLP gotta go. But how we going back? Dwayne Sands was in the cabinet. Of course, he had to get fired. All right? Because he did corruption. I'm just being real. Who else running? Pintard was in the cabinet. Kwesi Thompson was in the cabinet. Same people coming back. Marvin Dames, we still ain't get the $70 million for the drones yet, was in the cabinet. Y'all counting? Ellsworth Johnson was the Minister of Immigration in the cabinet. Who else was there? Who else? At least 20-something of them was already there. Who else? Travis Robinson was there. Key Bell is PLP. Shannon on Cartwright was right there. All right. Who else? All of them was right there. You bringing back the same people who failed us and saying I must join them. Let me tell you what happened to Randall Fox, one of my heroes. Randall Fox, for the sake of country, see, he had his own party because the PLP wasn't it for him. So he had his own party. He saw what was going on. And so, for the sake of country, he sided with the PLP for the common good because the UBP had to go. Immediately, first they put him in the cabinet, then they fired him from the cabinet. Guess he was doing too good of a job in the Ministry of Labor. He was demanding things for the people. He was demanding results for the people. They put him as Minister of Labor. They fired him. And then they called a snap election instead of a by-election. They called a snap election months later to get rid of him. So what they did was brought him in the party, castrated him, destroyed him, and then he was of no effect anymore. So that man who fought for so much changes in this country, a lot of the changes the PLP take credit for, before the majority rule, he fought for. Him. Us having a court of appeals and certain things with women's rights and certain other things, Randall Fox did that. All right? Randall Fox did these things. Amongst other things. He fought for stuff that had nothing to do with labor. All right? They castrated him. So as good as that man was in standing up for the people and fighting for the people and their rights, because he mixed with the PLP, he was done. The bad part is we don't remember our history. And so for those telling me that the PLP just got to go, so we have to go with the F&M, oh, their psyche is, what Pintard said, the only persons who could win is the PLP or F&M. Only vote for the PLP or F&M. Why would he even suggest that people vote for the PLP? PLP or F&M? He's promoting the PLP and saying that. That's psychological. Buddy, I want you all to understand that they say there's a two-party system. You know where the system comes from? England. You know what's happening in England right now? The third party is destroying them in the elections. The third party, the Reform Party, is beating them. It's a shocker. The third party system in the UK is finished. In the UK. That's our system. And so it started there, and again here. All over the world, third parties are winning. Independents are winning. And all the countries where that is happening, the country is moving forward. Every party that is picking young leaders, the party is moving forward. The country is moving forward, sorry. The country is moving forward. Every country in the world, you look at them, from El Salvador with Bukele. Look at every country around the world where they are picking young leaders. Estonia picked persons who just turned 30 to run the country. And that country is so advanced right now, it's mind-blowing. We have to move on, y'all. I see Pintard walking around in a jersey. Pintard is walking around in a jersey, so he look young, and he's cut off all his hair. Pintard is in his 60s. Why is someone who's running to be prime minister walking around in a jersey? I don't in a jersey? Like, what you doing? I don't trust no man who cuts off all of the hair on their head. I don't. That's a personal thing. If you cut off your mustache and your beard and your hair and your eyebrow, we got a problem. I do not accept that.
Mr. Man, they say you was on a bike though.
And without helmet. Don't forget, no helmet.
Listen, I heard someone say I was riding on without a helmet. I broke the law. Listen, let me help people understand. Listen. That was a parade. A parade is where you get permission to use the road or a part of the road, and you don't have to wear your seatbelt in a parade. When they having parades, some people stand outside the sunroof and they wave outside the sunroof. They don't have to wear a seatbelt. That's a parade. At a parade, you stand up in the back of the truck. Normally, you don't supposed to do that. It's a parade. All right? And so, I hope you understand that. There were police officers there. It was a safe thing. All right? And so, Next time I'll pop it for you. I'll pop it for you next time. I'll pop it for you next time. All right? We need a young generation. Pintard is in his 60s. All right? Brave is in his 70s. He's heading for 80. We need a new direction. Brave is all right. Brave is about to turn 76. He is going to be 80, 81 if we vote for him again. All right? So we ain't doing that. All right? Pintard will be almost 70 when he leaves. If he, and he can try to run again like Minutes. We need a new generation of leaders. So for persons like that young man, I don't know if he's Haitian or Bahamian, but he was acting like he feels he's a Haitian. For that young man, you are not welcome in our country. If you are disrespecting Bahamians, you will be removed. Anyone, any foreigner who disrespects our Bahamian people will be asked to leave. You are guests in our country. Louis Georges, you will sit down and behave yourself in Haiti. In Haiti. Frankie Florida. Frankie Florida used to work the PLP Bahamas. The reason they fired him is the same reason we need him out of this country. All right? Frankie Florida, we know. All right? But I ain't getting that. All right? We know about PLP Bahamas. So, J. Philip. So, I want to listen. On the immigration thing, the only party you can trust is the COI. You cannot trust Pintard, Fred Smith, and Louis Georges. Pintard them fought for immigrants not to be locked up. They fought for shanty downs not to be broken down. Him, Fred Smith, and Louis. Y'all seriously go pretend that you don't remember that? And let these people continue to destroy our country? Seriously?
Not mine.
They remember. Trust me. They all remember.
Oh, boy.
They remember quite well.
Somehow in their minds, they are feeling like the FNM is going to do something different. Man, listen, I didn't been around in that circle. I jumping off the hamster wheel. I ain't on that. And so there are persons saying that we can't get enough votes to win. Listen, don't vote for who you think will win. Vote for what you know is right. The FNM is not right on the cost of living. The FNM is not right on immigration. The FNM is not right on crime. They're not right. Vote for the COI because we have a real plan. We can talk about that in a minute. I need two candidates, whoever here, to come sit next to me. Y'all two come. Y'all come.
Hello, Mr. B.
Y'all want to be the Speaker of the House? Say?
Mine, no mine. I need to work, man.
Y'all know how talented and gifted this woman is. She need to be in that cabinet and building this country. This woman's CV is one of the best I ever see in the world. Oh, here's two. The two smartest set come up here, man. Wait. All right. We cannot.
We're good. Thank you.
We cannot. No, I know who my speaker is.
There you go. There you go.
Ain't
That's right. We got work. We got work to do.
the speaker smart too.
Yeah.
I consider Aisha Claire for the Speaker of the House. All right, y'all hear me? I consider Aisha Claire for the Speaker of the House. All right. So y'all run Rick Fox and let's do something with sense.
Yeah.
Before I go there, listen. I shouldn't have to convince you all.
Yeah, these people don't miss nothing. See how I don't miss nothing.
Y'all talking about what happened to
Oh,
gas and Rick
boy.
Fox ain't build the 30 houses he's supposed to build yet
No,
for the contract he had
no.
and
No.
the crown land he got. So I just wanted to say before I talk to y'all, listen, they got foreigners getting in our business now.
Yeah.
Foreigners. You know, if you try to go talk but you endorse it, you was a Bahamian and you endorsing one U.S. president, you get run out of town.
Out
They
of
tell you get
town.
out their business.
That's right. Boy. Look here, they different.
Marvin
Different.
Dames and Rick Fox and them and Shaq is being funded by someone called Karen Silverman.
Wow.
She's an American. She lives in Ocean Club on Paradise Island, and she is funding them. She's the reason Marvin Dames, they can't do nothing with him because she gave money to the F&M. And so whatever you see Rick Fox doing, dying his money. But in any event,
Man, gas
the F&M is showing you what they're about. They're about foreigners. The fact that you go in to find foreigners to get mixed up in our election shows their mentality. That shows their mentality. Where you going with Shaquille O'Neal? Where you going with him? How you get in our business? You don't know what we're going through. You don't know about the F&M or PLP. You can't advise us on who to vote for. Yeah, you could say you like the fella you played in the NBA with.
That's right.
But you can't speak for his party and what his
What they have
party
done
did
to
to
the people.
Bahamians. The crime against humanity that the F&M did,
Dorian,
they
that
should
was
never
wicked.
come forward to the Bahamian people again.
Never again.
They need to disband and form another party. What they did was a crime against humanity after Dorian and during the COVID lockdowns.
That's right.
It was a crime against humanity. So Shaq can't speak to that. Because, of course, the rich people could have come and go as they want.
Yeah.
We had to go in alphabetical order.
I say no way, Shaq.
And then,
Name is W, you're last.
and then there was,
My last name.
I'm going to have a national address tomorrow, by the way. But, and then there was, what's his name? Buju Banton. So they brought, the F&M brought another felon who did 10 years in jail
That's right.
to come tell us who to vote for. How you bring the drug dealer to tell us who to vote for? I like his music, but how you bring in the drug dealer to tell us who to vote for? A minute ago, he was up and down with Brave Davis, and I say, okay, he fits in good because, you know, the PLP like drug dealers and stuff like that, right?
Criminals.
So I say he's a perfect fit. But now, look like, with Marvin Dames, I mean, look like, you know, the F&M like the drug dealers now.
Recycle criminality.
Because they bringing in Buju Banton. And Buju Banton said that the PLP swing him. That's powerful. I don't want that to go over your head. He said they swing him too.
And he was never coming back.
The question is,
How?
what did they promise you and didn't give you? What did you all promise to a foreigner and didn't give it to him? So if they promise you something and you didn't get it, that means the F&M promising you something.
Yep. I see one little island like Tyler Perry.
Don't let them mix up in our politics, yeah?
Stay out. We don't need your endorsement.
We don't mix up in Jamaican politics.
Thank you.
We don't mix up in Haitian politics. That ain't our bit. Stay out of ours. All right? We're not impressed. Because you could pay some has-beens to endorse you. We're not impressed. They don't know what we're going through in this country. They don't know what we have been through.
Not a will.
And then you can bring Vanessa Williams.
Isn't that his ex-wife?
Yeah.
All these famous people over here. Why they go way over there?
Stay out of our business, man.
And use our money to call them too.
Stay.
Let me talk to my people. We got to talk about some vision tonight. All right? I heard Michael Pinta did an address where he was talking about a vision. he talked about culture a little bit, and he was just regurgitating stuff he heard me say. He was going in our plan and talking. And so what we're going to do is, I'm going to talk a little bit about culture and tourism and that kind of stuff, and the vision. We're going to put all of this together for you. Y'all stay tuned. The real vision for this country and how all of it comes together and the new direction we're going in, I'm going to put it together for you. The culmination of 6 years of advancement. But since some of our candidates here, I want you to quickly, I want you to talk a little bit to the people of Golden Gates.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I went to Golden Gates. They was having a Mother's Day little thing for their family.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about, I didn't count, but probably 30, 40 people was there, right? I don't hold me to the exact number.
No, that's
right?
all right.
So I don't want them to hold me to it. And listen, the whole family. COI.
I tell you,
They always want me right
look
The
here,
whole family.
look here. I kept telling everybody from day one, just because the current outgoing MP,
Talk to Golden Gates.
just because the current outgoing MP has a very good PR campaign, as a fellow resident of Golden Gates, I can tell you Golden Gates ain't on her run. I kept telling people that, but now we are finding, even as Mr. Bain indicated, good evening everyone, first of all. I want to say hi. My voice, I've been pushing. But I want to say...
Hold on, you're not mic'd up. They mic you up?
Yeah.
Okay, they high tech around here. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling people how to do their job.
So I want to say good evening, first of all, to the Bahamas. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers. Yeah. And I do want to highlight, I want to remember my own mother who was passed on to be with the Lord. But it's her shoulders upon which I stand. Her name was Elvira Ann Dean, and I'm grateful for her and the woman that she was, and even my grandmother who was actually awarded by Queen Elizabeth for her work with the sick and shut-in all the way in the big yard, Andrus. So I'm excited to stand up on some great shoulders. Let's give her a hand. Yeah. Her name was Princess Dean, and I would love to be able to, at some point, bring her medal and just to look at the legacy that mothers have left for the Bahamas. Now, let's talk Golden Gates. I want to talk Golden Gates, and I want to tell the Bahamian people, yeah, I am so excited that I've had an opportunity to touch every home in Golden Gates. We have found that sometimes persons were not at home. And so what we did was, of course, I've been going back to the same places because I lived there for over 30 years. I've lived in Golden Gates, and I tell you, it's sad to see I call it a big joke for someone to have the nerve to put a poster up and say, this is progress. I'm asking them what kind of progress is it when so many residents of Golden Gates can't find food in their homes. They go into the grocery store sweating bullets. At the end of the day, flooding is still a major issue, in particular in Pride Estates. I mean, you got people still swimming in and out, but Roland folks have their big signs up saying, we'll work for you, and this is progress. But at the same time, the same Pride Estates, I don't know if you ever drove that road opposite Golden Gates Assembly, but going through there, if a little bit of rain comes, you underwater. It's worse. And so my thing is, that's just one example. My problem is this. If you educate the people, if you empower the people, if you give them their natural resources, if you give them their crown land, that's progress. That is empowerment. But I have a word for everybody in Golden Gates. 2 days, y'all. 2 days. In 2 days. Look here. In 2 days, you're going to have your money and your land in your hand. Come on, say it with me. Money and land in your hand. It's very simple. You're going to have your money and land not in the government's hand. We're taking it from them and we're giving it to you. We have had enough. If the people have their money, they can fix their own roofs. If the people have their own money, they can buy their own groceries. They don't need to come to you for a little come up, or what they calling it, a little voucher. Friends said, give more vouchers, give more vouchers. No. Give the people their sovereign wealth fund. All of them. Like Mr. Bain said, all of them voted to take away the sovereign wealth fund from every Bahamian. But yet you can put yourself up on the picture with the senior citizens who getting $100 or $200 a month. And then you can put it with the little children whose inheritance you stole it. You got to be joking. Give the people of Golden Gates their resources. But tell you what, don't worry about that. Oddly got it. Change ain't coming.
Change is here.
Change is here.
Let me just, y'all freestyle. Y'all do what y'all do. But in a few minutes, a celebrity reached out to me, and a celebrity is about to come here to endorse me.
All right then.
World renowned.
Water?
Yeah, this $100 water. You can't drink this. I'm saving this.
You saving that?
It's $100 bottle.
I will. I can have 900. You give me one.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah.
A real world famous international celebrity is
Stop it.
on the way.
Oh, stop
A
it.
real one that we could appreciate.
Stop it.
Y'all go ahead, man. Y'all
What? Well,
All right, good evening, Bahamas. I am Trevor Green. I'm the candidate for Tall Pines. And I must say, election is 2 days away. And
Hold on, I sorry.
yeah, you better do that. You don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I say 1, 2, or 3
Yeah.
days, it's all over me.
Oh, no,
they
no.
freeze frame that.
oh wow.
Yeah, election
You-
is
1 sec.
okay.
Golden Gates. To my people in the Bahamas, this lady is running against Pia. What's her last name?
Global Road. Yeah. She's global actually, but
Pia Glover Roll has failed the unions and failed the
Labor.
workers of this country.
labor.
Has failed labor. There's a lot of labor issues. Foreigners are taking all of our jobs. She should have been standing up for the Bahamians and not letting 75% of Ocean Club be foreigners.
Wow.
I mean, from the South.
Wow. Wow.
Not letting Atlantis get taken over by foreigners.
Wow.
I mean, from the South.
Wow.
Bahama,
From the south.
same thing. It's happening all over this country. We're being replaced. Our mechanics, our carpenters are being replaced.
Everyone, everywhere.
Our masons are being replaced. That's a failure. All right? And you're also going against Michael
Michael Folks.
Folks.
Not a failure. Failure.
Michael Folks was there with the F&M
Yes, he was.
in the cabinet that was destroying this country. We have tried them.
Both
Let's
of them had their
try
chance.
This talented Bahamian
Yeah.
is ready to do something different. Golden Gates, give me Shami Natalie, please. You are going to appreciate her, this talented
yeah.
woman, in the cabinet of this country.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
change is here.
Michael Folks was the chairman, many people don't know this. Michael Folks was the chairman of, they did a committee for the natural resources.
Yes, they did.
Because, of course, we were educating the people. And they put him as the chairman of that. That committee never came back to Bahamian people.
Never.
When we tabled the bill in the House of Assembly, because they didn't know Bahamians could ever be smart enough to know that they could table a bill or even draft a bill. They still debating how I was able to know how to draft a bill. I don't understand. They think we are grandfather's generation. But we drafted a bill, it got tabled, even though they were trying to stop it, they couldn't stop it. And that happened, we was outside and we got a bill to be tabled while the government was fighting it. And we got the bill to be tabled.
Wow.
So they came back the next week trying to figure out what to do. And they took the bill and they sent it to the committee, Michael Folks Committee.
Yeah.
That bill was for every Bahamian to benefit from our natural resources. Michael Folks them kill it. They did it by prorogue in the House. It was once House prorogue,
yes.
get start over.
That's it.
And they killed the bill and never did anything with that
Never.
committee. To not let punish Michael Folks.
Or two of them.
Punish him.
Two of them. Pia voted now to take away the sovereign wealth fund.
Yeah, she did.
She did. She voted with Davis.
And so I just wanted to say that. That's who she's running against. She is very qualified, very educated. Not just in education, but in computers, in sports, and all manner of things. This is a talented woman. Now we're going over to Tall Pines,
Yeah.
where the Minister of Health is. Talk to Tall Pines, please.
Tall Pines, Trevor Green here. I am the candidate for the COI in that area. You know what you have in Dr. Davil. You know what you have.
Jokes.
Just look. and see what he's doing in health. And just see how that translates into the community of Tall Pines. Let's move on. Let's break this cycle and let's choose a new Bahamas where the people of Tall Pines can assimilate into a community. The communities can come together and develop into something beautiful, something that we can be proud to hand down to our children and to our children's children. It's been a long time now. Politics as usual must stop. We have to break this cycle. All it has brought us over the past 5 decades is struggle. You know, if you think about it now, you look at the gas prices, the price of cost of living, the BPL price, internet price, food price. It has gotten so bad that struggle seems normal.
Yeah.
Struggle should not be normal. It doesn't have to be normal. Ask yourself, is struggle normal for those people who are benefiting from our natural resources? It is not normal for them. We should not accept this struggle. Our children can do, our children are very talented. They are gifted. You know, I teach special needs children, and that is very dear to my heart. And it's painful sometimes to see how parents in the morning when they bring their children and don't even have the funds to, or the time in the morning because I gotta run to work to give them breakfast. So I take it upon myself to give them breakfast, to make sure that when they start their lesson, their minds are sharp. You know, and some would say, well, they aren't the brightest of the brightest. But think about what you're doing when you're not providing them with the necessary nutrients. You're further disadvantaging them.
That's right.
And you want to ensure that your children are productive citizens when they grow up. It's very hurtful when a parent see their child grow up in their homes, whether they're special or not, and they see their children struggling. And what you can pass on to them? Nothing but struggle.
Misery.
You can't do anything different or teach them anything different. They can't see anything different in their homes. Look at the hospital. The hospital is in disarray.
Crazy.
We can't even call it a hospital, right? But for the sake of argument, it's supposed to be one. And that itself is a struggle. And then we have the Minister of Health, who is in Tall Pines. And then you wonder why Tall Pines is in the state, portions of it is in a state of struggle. Thank God that there are some people who are, yes, he's a doctor. Thank God there are some people who are able to afford a little more. But those who cannot, struggle is normal for them. These are things that we must change, and not just Tall Pines, you know, in the Bahamas at large.
Across the country.
You go to the Family Islands, and one of the most hurtful things that I've experienced going through these communities of Tall Pines is when you knock on the door and the elderly person answer that door. And you go in there, they invite you and you sit down. And you know you try not to spend too much time there because you have to move on. But because you can see that isolation in their eyes.
Yeah.
Like they are disconnected from the community. No one is checking for them. One lady tell me, say she haven't seen her MP in years. They just came in, wheel her in to vote.
And that was it.
And that was it.
That sounds a bit like elderly abuse, though,
That
Mr.
was
Tall Pines.
it.
That's elderly abuse,
And
man.
sometimes when you knock on that door and you open the door, the walls are the homes for the elderly. It'll cause you to break down in tears. You have to do something. These are things that have been going on, and not just Tall Pines, like I said, but
throughout
in the Bahamas.
Throughout.
These are for 50 years, 5 decades. 5 decades. They have treated us and put us in a position of struggle. And then every election, you see them start doing this, building this clinic, doing this clinic, tell you. And what they love to do, especially the policemen, I can talk to you all. I used to be a policeman for 28 years, and I experienced it. They love to tell you promotion coming. And then as the election draw near, they say, oh, we can't do it now. It'll
Yeah.
be right after election.
Liars.
Just to get you in that frame of mind to vote. Just to get you. And that's what they do every year. Every election cycle, they build. Then it comes down to election. And then in that last year, the 6 months, they start picking, doing this little building, start doing that building. And then they tell
the
you,
road.
choose progress. What happened to this progress for the past 4 years? Those first 4 years. Where this country could have been if they just stopped thinking about votes and elections and do what is right by the people. And that's all the people want, you know. Just want the politicians to do what is right. But the COI isn't, we aren't politicians. We are statesmen, and we are here to change the lives of our people. Because we love our people.
That's it.
And we want to see our people prosper.
Prosper.
We want to see our children stop struggling. We don't want to pass what our parents, our grandparents, and we would have suffered under the past 5 decades. We don't want to pass that on to your children. You don't want to do that. That is not a good thing to pass on to your children.
All right.
All right? This is not progress what they're offering. All right? This is a backwards slide.
It's
This
a
is a
play on
backward
words.
slide with slippery grease on that slope, so that every time you try to grip on to go up, you slide down. And you're moving, but you're moving in the wrong direction. So Tall Pines, let's vote for change. Bahamas, let's vote for change.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this man is also extremely qualified. He's a master's degree in education, and he specializes in special needs. And I just want you to know that we are going to take care of our special needs persons and persons with disabilities. That is a major part of what we are going to do. Every organization that deals with special needs is going to be well funded, but we are going to put everything we need in place to take care of our children and special needs. They didn't ask to be here.
That's right.
We're going to make sure that people with disabilities can live a normal life in this country. We're the only political party with a plan for the disabled.
That's true.
The only one in the history of this country. We're going to take care of our young men, most of them with either mental or drug issues that are on the streets, on the corners. We're going to take care of them. They can be cleaned up. We can help them. We must help them. And we're going to do that. We're going to take care of our children. Many people with children with disabilities have not gone to church again since they had that child because of the challenges. And only he who feels it knows what they're going through. Many of them have never gone on a date again. It has ruined marriages because there's no support. We are going to bring the support that they need. All of the different therapies that they need, it's going to be free.
Awesome.
We got to take care of them.
That's right.
We're going to deal with that. And we have a professional who can focus on making sure that we deal with them. I want you to know that I have a child with special needs. My son has cerebral palsy and autism. He's high on the spectrum. And so if it wasn't for people assisting me to make sure to be there for him, with him 24 hours, I would not be able to do what I'm doing right now.
Wow.
This would be impossible
Wow.
if not for the support that I'm getting.
Wow. Wow.
Because that's my child, and my child comes first. And so God provided the right people. Okay, let me see. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Trevor Green. He's very talented. Also, a IT specialist, etc. Bachelor's degree in CIS, etc. So we have very qualified people for the first time. Extremely qualified people. All right. Wow, that's crazy. I just got a message saying that the National Youth Guard kids haven't been paid as yet after completing the training.
Sound like another labor issue.
But I mean, if y'all think about it, we shouldn't really be surprised about that. That is
P
something we should be
again.
surprised. This is what they do.
That's P again, another labor issue.
Back
That's
to-
what they do.
Back to, we voted for that. And now if you vote for the F&M or the PLP, then you're
Same
voting
thing.
for more of that.
Yeah.
And so you have a choice in Tall Pines. The man who has failed us and promised to build a hospital but didn't build it. The man who has failed us on health care, people are dying. No medicine. Now you're to the point where you got to bring your own pillow and sheet.
To the
That is
hospital.
such a travesty. Do you know how serious that is? To bring
the
your
care's
sheet from
fault.
home and put it on that mattress. On that mattress, she's a gurney, that people have bled on. That all manner of body fluids have been on. And you just putting a sheet on top of that because they don't wash the mattress. That's a health risk.
Disease could spread.
And to take that sheet back to your house.
One and done. He finished.
But also to bring a sheet from home, these sheets could be infected.
Contaminated. Yep.
It could be contaminated with lice and bed bugs and all manner of things. You bringing that into the hospital? Come on,
then
man,
they
it's
take
a
it back
failed
home.
state. How are you applauding the FNM and PLP? New leader, my foot.
And they want us to wear masks. Don't bring it in there.
And so Dr. Davel has failed us. Y'all please remove Dr. Davel.
Get him out.
Listen, man. I can't take no more families calling me saying how their people died in the hospital because of no medicine or couldn't get a proper visit. I can't take that no more, man. I can't take it. We need change. You're also running against, who's that fellow name? From ZNS. Oh, Safan. Sorry, I was thinking about Sylvanus. Safan Rule. All right? Safan Rule has been in the FNM, I see all his life. Safan he is not a person who's going to bring any kind of change. He is just another person who's going to do the bidding of the FNM.
Another party man.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about anything, about his personal stuff, but I'll leave that there. All I'm going to say is that he has failed us. All right? Because this party has failed us. I'm asking you to give an educated, qualified Bahamian a chance. They want to know, they say, Lincoln, we know you, but what about your candidates? No FNM more qualified than them. None. No PLP more qualified than them. No FNM or PLP is more qualified than them. And so, give new educated Bahamians. He was teaching the teachers in the U.S. He was teaching the teachers in the U.S. He decided to come back and contribute to this country. You can't beat that. I'm now going to move to Golden Isles. Talk to the people of Golden Isles, man.
Yes, hello, Golden Isles. Yes. Yes, my name is Brian Roll, the candidate for Golden Isles.
All right.
Firstly, I would like to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers of Golden Isles and by extension, the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Okay? Mothers, I am happy that I'm not a mother. Let me go there and work and bring the money home to you. Because, mothers, you guys, I salute you guys. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work that you guys do. And I salute all mothers in this country for the work that you do. Taking care of children is not easy. It's not easy. My mom passed away when I was 9 years old. And my mother-in-law, Eleanor Queenie Smith, from Long Island, she passed away probably about between 12 or 15 years ago. So, those of you who have mothers and who are, if they're still alive, please treasure your mothers.
Yeah, Lord.
Please treasure your mothers, because nobody will love you like a mother, like your mother. Now, as the COI candidate for Golden Isles constituency, let me just say a few things. I will try not to be too long. I would like to partner with the Golden Isles constituents in implementing a few simple practical ideas that I believe will bring about a safer, healthier, and a more vibrant community. The COI is committed to addressing the needs that affect each of us daily, like affordable health care, affordable housing, transportation, crime, and education. There are other essential services that form the backbone of our community, but that was just to name a few. The COI believe that Everyone deserves access to quality health care, regardless of their circumstances. We believe that it's time to ensure that no one has to choose between their health or their financial situation. We will work tirelessly to improve our healthcare system, making it more accessible and efficient for all. Housing is another critical issue that can't be overlooked. Everyone deserves a safe and affordable place to call home. We will ensure that policies and systems are implemented to promote accessibility to affordable housing. Together, we can bring about the change that our community needs. Your support is vital in this journey. Let us unite to create a brighter future for all. In our efforts to strengthen community ties, we are excited to launch a campaign focused on collaborative initiatives that enhances and safeguards our neighborhood. Key projects include 1. Establishing community farms where residents can come together to grow fresh produce, share gardening tips, and promote a sense of food security. Additionally, we will implement a neighborhood watch program encouraging residents to look out for one another and promote safety and security in our communities. This initiative will not only enhance a safer neighborhood, it will also bring neighbors closer together in a positive way. We will identify entrepreneurs and skilled personnel who are willing to be a part of a community business evaluation initiative. Shop, hire, support, and patronize Golden Isles residents first. Organize a group of individuals who would be willing to dedicate their time or resources to help the elderly and single mothers with minor or major home repairs, etc. These will be the individuals who really need the help and who are incapable of doing it on their own. Lastly, but more importantly, empowering our youth. It's not about slogans or on-off programs. It's about building systems that give young people skills, a voice, opportunities, and responsibilities. If any one of these is missing, empowerment tends to fall flat. 1. Start with practical education and skills. Many young people leave school without skills that match real opportunities. Expand technical and vocational training, electrical, plumbing, renewable energy, marine trades, digital skills. Introduce financial literacy, early budgeting, saving, and investing. Partner schools with local industries for apprenticeships and internships. The goal is simple. Every young person should be able to earn or create work. 2. Create real economic opportunities. Telling the youth to work hard without opportunities breeds frustration. Support youth entrepreneurship with small grants, mentorship, and reduced red tape. Develop community-based industries, fishing, agriculture, tourism services, digital, freelancing. Encourage cooperatives so the youth can pool resources instead of struggling individually. 3. Give them a voice, not just advice. Young people disengage when decisions are always made for them. Establish youth councils that actually influence policy. Include the youth in community planning and national discussions. Encourage respectful debates and civic education. 4. Provide mentorship and positive role models. Guidance matters just as much as opportunities. Pair youth with mentors in business, trades, and public service. Highlight local success stories, not just international celebrities. Encourage parents and community leaders to be more involved. 5. Build safe spaces and structure. Idle time without direction often leads to trouble. Invest in sports, arts, and cultural programs. Create after-school and weekend programs. Strengthen community centers as hubs for development. 6. Focus on mindset and responsibility. Empowerment is not entitlement. Teach discipline, accountability, and resilience. Encourage youth to take ownership of their future, not wait on government alone. Promote service, getting involved and helping others, builds leadership. Promote service. Number 7, leverage technology. Train them in online work, remote jobs, coding, content creation. Provide access to devices and internet in underserved communities. Encourage innovation hubs or tech incubators. 8, strengthen family and community foundations. No program can replace a stable environment. Support parenting, education. Address local issues like crime and poverty holistically. Build stronger community networks where youth feel supported. Here's the bottom line. Empowering our youth isn't one initiative. It's a coordinated effort across education, economy, family, and leadership. If you're thinking about this from a leadership or political standpoint, the real test is this. Are we creating a system where young people can build something of their own, or are we just keeping them dependent? Join us in these efforts to cultivate a thriving community where everyone feels valued, supported, and safe. We welcome all of your ideas and suggestions. In 2026, it begins. It's all about you, the people. Collectively, we can make the vision of the COI a reality.
Amen.
Together, we can make Golden Isles the envy of all constituencies. Change isn't coming. Change is here.
Listen to me, man. I loved every single word. This man is a trained technician who has been doing this for over 30 years, or 35 years? Over 30, something like that.
37.
37 years. You old enough for that? He's been doing
I
this
know I
for
look good. I know I look good.
37. I wouldn't know. I'm not a PLP. I don't go over. No, but on a serious note, if you have internet in your house, he's probably responsible for helping it to get there. He's a powerful technician, and they depend on him a lot. Even when they let go all their people, they had to keep him. And so he has been very invaluable to this country. He's now going to be doing it from in the cabinet. The people of Golden Isles, you have a choice. The fellow with the Golden Yoke program who failed us, over, what is it now, $40 million for eggs?
Wow.
And then they bought some eggs to put in the stores. You can't get bigger failure than that. You can go with the Brown fella if you want to, not Lincoln Brown, the other Brown, Brian Brown. You can go with the Brown fella if you want to, and continue with the failure of the F&M. Or we could put some new fresh blood, some new fresh ideas in the House of Assembly, man. Some new fresh ideas in the cabinet of Bahamas. That's what we're looking for. So, Golden Isles, please, give me Mr. Brian Roll. Give me Mr. Brian Roll. So I want to thank you all. We're going to do something else now, but thank you all for being a part of this. You're going to hear from more candidates, but I got something else to do right now.
Cool.
And so, watch out. All right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to invite someone to the stage, if we could call this that. Someone who is very near and dear to Bahamians, and someone I admire, a real leader and a true ambassador of the Bahamas. One of the most famous persons in Bahamian history internationally. So you can come to the front. Some of you may know him, some of you may not. Where is he? All right, bring him to the front. Yeah. Right here.
What's up, man? How are you?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Isaiah Taylor. Isaiah Taylor is the world famous leader of the Bahamian. He brought that group from High Voltage and their first beginnings to world fame. I mean, they have Japanese people falling out for them when they're singing or doing their music. And he's known around the world. Been on every station. Had one of the most famous songs in world history. And he put the Bahamas on the map. Not just with their songs, but with the name of their group. That's what you call a real Bahamian patriot. And they were very, very successful in what they did. Mr. Taylor, good night.
Good night, man. How are you?
I am awesome, man. Why are you here tonight?
I am here actually, Lincoln. For a lot of people who don't know me to be in Pinewood.
When you talk a little louder.
I came in Pinewood when Pinewood was all bush. Okay? There were no houses in the back and no houses basically over there. And there was no paved street, no street light, no telephone.
Wow.
Okay, that's how long I have been here.
You started Pinewood?
No, I met one or two people here, right?
Okay.
But it was like basically nothing, and where I live in the back of me, there were actually hills.
Wow.
Okay.
You heard that? He said he was one of the first people to move in Pinewood. Pinewood was hills. Go ahead.
Lincoln, I am here. First of all, folks, I'll be straight up with everybody. I am here to endorse Lincoln. And I am endorsing Lincoln because, like I said, I have been in here for years. Okay? And I have seen people suffer in this area in terms of the flooding. I have seen it. I witnessed it. And the only thing has been ever been made for these people actually was, we're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. We have the money to fix it. That's all you will actually get. And I have shared tears to see what people actually were going through. I mean, I have seen it. People's furnitures were no good. The drywalls in their homes was falling down because of all the water that's in their home. And I keep saying, it just wasn't right for these poor people.
Wow.
It just wasn't right.
Wow.
You know. But, Lincoln, I will say this to you. I wish you all the best, bro. Because I have, folks, I am 76. And in all of my years, I have heard politicians bought speeches from then up to now, the same speeches for every 4.5 years. Lincoln was the first person I have heard brought a message with hope for people. Okay, he brought a message with hope. But Lincoln, you know, even through my career from 1992 as Bahamian to now, I have to say this, because if I don't think I can live with myself. Folks, from 92 to now, 2 people supported Bahamian. And I'll never, ever, ever forget them, and I will always give them their props. That would be, and I'm talking about from a governmental standpoint, that would be Brent Simonet and Vincent Van Der Poel, the only 2 people from 1992 to now that helped Bahamian do things when we were struggling. The only 2. You know, you try to get other people involved, even after we had made it, and no response.
Wow.
No kind of response. When you called me, actually, Lincoln, I had already said my prayers and I was in bed. You know, but I had to come out. I just had to. I felt that I had to do this. I had to come out to endorse you.
Thank you.
You know, you are struggling. You're trying your best, but some of us will learn, and some of us are not going to learn because we are still hang up on color, straight color, right? I hang up on people. It's all about doing right to people. And right now, as far as I'm concerned, nothing is really being done right for my people. Lincoln, it hurts when I go out on the streets during the daytime, running into folks, and man, they hungry. You know, and I do my endeavor best not to give them $1, but once I'm there to a restaurant, I do my best to make sure they eat. You know, but right now we are joking, and we are joking big time as a country.
Wow.
We joking.
I wanna thank you for believing in me, Mr. Taylor. Not only are you a celebrity, a world famous celebrity, very accomplished. What are you all, 6 times platinum? Or you're,
About 6-time platinum.
yeah, 6 time platinum.
We have 2.6 million listeners per month.
Wow.
Okay. See, I would love to go through some of the stuff, but that will take too long. No, Bahamian folks, don't take that name lightly. That name is huge. That name is huge worldwide.
I know that.
You know, but it's like anything else, man. We, as a country, Bahamians, we need to wake up because a lot of us are still sleeping.
Wow.
And while we are sleeping, we are losing what we have.
Wow. Wow.
A lot of us just, you know, we just so passive and just nonchalant. We just let things slide, go by, but we need to buckle up as a country.
Yeah.
We need to buckle up. We need to buckle up now.
Mr. Taylor, I want to thank you for believing in me. What is it that you believe in? Is it the message? Is it my actions? What is it?
Like I said, everyone bought speeches. And the speeches that everyone bought, you get the identical same speeches every 4.5 years.
Wow.
A lot of us don't even notice that. But you have brought a message to the people with hope in that message. That's the difference.
Wow.
It's a difference. Anybody can give a speech. But right now, our people looking for hope. They're looking to survive in their own country.
Wow.
And it's just becoming so difficult.
I will tell you why this endorsement means so much to me. Is because this man is a Pinewood man. All right, he's been here from 1979. All right, we all met him here. And so he knows what's good for this community. He used to support another political party. All right, that's well known. But for some reason, even though he was part of the party, he's now supporting me. I appreciate that and endorsing me. This man is very accomplished. I did a lot of speeches around the world. After I wrote my book, Identity Crisis, I was in high demand around the world. And what I always taught when I spoke to people was a message of inspiration to keep going, to accomplish great things. And one of the examples I always use was this man and his group, the Bahamian. I always gave them as an example of accomplishing, coming from a small country and achieving great things. Being on the stage. I think y'all got what an Oscar?
We have a Grammy.
A Grammy.
We have
Yes.
2 billboards
A Grammy, 2 Billboard Awards,
and 2 Nickelodeon.
2 Nickelodeon Awards. And that's probably the most powerful of all of them. And they came from nothing. And I watched the struggle when they were out there trying to push themselves. They left home, if I understand the story correctly, because I watch the documentaries and stuff. They left the Bahamas pushing this Who Let the Dogs Out album. And they were out there away from their families for about a year. That's true, right? For about a year. You know what it is to leave your family? You're a married man, you got children, and you are out there going not to the big concerts and stuff. They were traveling on the road and going to small gigs and bars and that kind of stuff. That's right?
Yeah, but before that, the first song that really moved us was Back to the Island.
Back to the Island, my favorite one of all.
Yeah, Lincoln, that was, when I said was a struggle, it was a struggle. I spent like $35,000 out of my money, and I had like 13 people on the road.
Wow.
Okay? And it's one thing I made sure they had somewhere to sleep, and they had 3 meals a day, each and every one of them. You know how much money I made? $3,000.
Wow.
During
that period.
Yeah, but you have to sacrifice. If you're not willing to sacrifice, you're not going to move.
Nothing good comes easy.
Nothing.
And I watched their story. And he was a man from Pinewood, and he inspired me to do great things. And it was after being there, and I know you all reached a point where the wives ready for you to come home, and people come there, and probably the fellas on the road was ready to come home. And all of a sudden, boom, someone played the song in the baseball stadium, and the thing exploded, and it was all over the radio.
Big.
It went big. One of the biggest songs in world history.
Still is, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
We are getting ready to re-release it with us and Flow Rider.
Wow. Wow. So you're doing a remix?
Yeah, with us and Flow Rider.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen, to me, the Bahamian is bigger than Rick Fox. To me. All right? I think they all too. Worldwide, the Bahamian bigger than Buju. All right? And so they can endorse who they want. Bahamian bigger than Vanessa Williams. But it was the struggle, and seeing how they did it is what inspires me. And it teaches me that no matter what happens, no matter how much they come after you, no matter how tough things get, you just keep going. And that's what I learned from you, Isaiah Taylor. That's what I learned from your grit, and also the professionalism and doing things right. And Zaya don't mess around. Zaya deals with things professionally, and that's why they became so successful. And so I want to thank you for your endorsement. That really means a lot to me, because I always looked up to you. I talked about you in speeches and your group, and I appreciate this endorsement. Why? Because this is coming from a real, true, raw, born Long Island Bahamian. I guess that's right?
You got it.
Taylor, Long Island Bahamian. And so I appreciate you for what you've accomplished. Now I want to talk a little bit about culture. Pintard was on today talking about culture, and he was talking about some things. He was talking about some things, I guess he heard me say. They was going shopping in our culture plan. And I know you're in culture. I know Pintard was there, and I didn't see where he did anything for you all or whatever. He might have, I don't know. But culture didn't thrive under him while he was there. But I don't want to deal with that. I want to focus on what we plan on doing. I think that the first thing a nation pushes before it becomes great is its culture. The first thing it pushes is its culture. Before China became great, you're always watching Chinese movies and eating Chinese food. You always push your culture. Rome pushed its culture. America pushes its culture. And before any nation becomes great, they push their culture. It makes a certain pride in the country that causes that country to skyrocket because of the belief of the people. We are going to push Bahamian culture. We're going to transform Bay Street so that it is an experience. It's something that everyone wants to come and see. The eastern part of Bay Street, that means when you pass East Street, heading east is dead. That is dead. There's a lot of vacant land there that we're going to work with and negotiate with the owners to take over. That we're going to build Times Square like theaters, like New York, that we're going to build so that our musicians and our actors, etc., can do plays, can do shows, etc. That when the cruise ships come in, they have a reason to stay in the night because no one will miss them shows. All right? And so we're going to do that. We're going to have one dedicated to the Bahamian. When you go to New York, you would have Celine Dion or someone else who have a sitting, and you can go there anytime. They have a residency, and you can go there anytime and you can watch Celine Dion, etc., or watch whoever has their residency at the time. We want to do that with Bahamian and other bands who will open for them. But there's no cruise passenger who would come to the Bahamas knowing that they could see the Bahamian, and who are going to want to miss that. That's going to keep them ships here at night, along with other things we're going to do out there. And is that something that you think would be a good thing?
That would be an awesome thing. You must remember, back in the 60s, we had ships Bahamas Star.
Mm-hmm.
They used to overnight here.
Yes.
The cruise
When I
ships,
was
they
the
used
police
to overnight.
on Bay Street, the ships would overnight.
Yeah.
The fellas who work on the ship would be by Scotiabank sitting on the floor trying to get Wi-Fi. And so that residency is what we're going to do. We're going to build an amazing theater for you guys so that you can do your thing. And the money should go to you. Some of the money goes to the Sovereign Wealth Fund. Some of the money goes to you. Not a pay, not a salary, but a profit.
I
Y'all
understand.
should be the owners of that because people come to see y'all, not anyone else. And so that will go to y'all. And I think that y'all deserve that because of the greatness, putting the Bahamas on the map. Y'all deserve that. And we are going to make y'all very wealthy. We're going to make y'all very wealthy. Me and him haven't discussed this before. But we're going to make y'all very wealthy because y'all deserve it. And the people are going to come here to see y'all. And they're coming to see y'all, they're really seeing us. All right? And so there's going to be other theaters there. There's some talented people. All right? You have Lynn Therese Davis. You have a young Miss Butler. I think she's Michelle Butler. They can do plays that can rival what happens on Times Square. But we're going to have amazing things with Junkanoo themes. And our musicians are now going to be able to do this stuff full time because they have a place where once they get to be a part of this, all of them can do this full time. They don't have to work another job and do this on the side, etc. Now it's going to cause their craft to be much better. We're going to bring back the days. Remember the drum beat? Remember King Erican nights? Remember those days? We're going to bring that back to Bay Street. All right? We're going to bring it back. So give the tourists somewhere to go. And we're also going to create Junkanoo museums. But a Junkanoo museum, I don't want to call them a shop. A Junkanoo museum is going to be something fabulous. I hear Pintad now talking about it because he heard me talking about it. But the Junkanoo Museum, tourists are going to be able to come there, pay to come in there, and the money is going to the group. So now they're making money from this. They can be full time in this. The tourists can come off the ship, walk right there to the Saxons or the Valleys, whatever they choose, because they're going to have their own property right on Bay Street. All right? And there's a reason that's important. Because now, Junkanoo will never be late because the costumes are being built right there. And we're going to start on the eastern side of Bay Street. All right? Everyone's going to line up the same time. All right? And then we're going to move one, like how they do it with those big parades in the States. And everyone moves, so there's no big gap and no long waiting. You come right from your Junkanoo shack. You come out based on how your lineup is. Everyone lines up, and we move in a linear way. But now the big costumes and stuff don't have to come over the hill. They're already there. And it's so now, while they're building costumes during the year, tourists can come and watch them. Tourists can come and participate, build their own little costume, their own little mask, and they can pay for that, pay to do that, pay to participate in that. They can make money the Junkanoo shops can make money for this kind of stuff. And now it's something for the tourists to do. All right, because they need something to do. And they can be a part of that. And also, they can have Junkanoo every day. When I go, Isaiah, to Universal, when I go to Disney, every hour or so, there's a parade of Disney and everybody else. There's a parade of... Why can't we have the parades, the Junkanoo parades, for persons on Bay Street? We're going to close Bay Street. It's going to be walking only with cobblestone streets from George Street, near to the Hilton, all the way up to Parliament Street. It's going to be closed. We want restaurants. We want tables outside. We want entertainment outside. Just like in Times Square, people are doing entertaining people. All right? Yeah, we got to have some green space. But how people are out there entertaining people, flipping and doing whatever they doing, playing their guitar, whatever, doing limbo and stuff in the street, is going to make it more entertaining. The tourists are they're going to stand around. When I go to Times Square, I stand around just to watch these fellas doing what they're doing. And their community encourages them to do it. They make tips, but we're going to pay these people to do this. Because we want activities to start happening on Bay Street. We're going to make it a theme street. And so now, the Junkanooers will get hired and be paid to every hour on hour. You have a Junkanoo rush out that the tourists can participate in. The problem with Junkanoo, with the tourists now, Mr. Taylor, is that the tourists don't get to enjoy Junkanoo because they can't buy the tickets. It's hard for them to get tickets. All right?
It's hard for Bahamians to get tickets.
Yes, it's hard for Bahamians to get tickets. And so now they can experience Junkanoo because it's going to be happening on the streets. I remember when the government just came in and they went to Dubai. Well, it was Barack, not really our culture. I don't know why they didn't take you all with them. I guess they didn't want to pay you all. But we were on the streets of Dubai singing songs. But when the tourists come here, they don't see that same thing. We could do that on Bay Street. We can have the entertainment outside. We're going to make sure that they get the right entertainment. And so we got to transform this thing, but we need a vision to do that. Now our musicians and all these people can be full-time Junkanooers, can be getting paid on the streets. They can be getting paid for the shack making money. And if we can put $30 million into Junkanoo Carnival, I am telling you we're going to put $30 million a year into Junkanoo itself. We're going to make that competitive. We're going to have real prizes for them. We're going to fund their actions. There is no creative art like Junkanoo. When you look at those costumes, that was in someone's head. This is amazing, you know. We don't appreciate what we have. Zaya, I watch all of them costumes and I'm like, that was in someone's head.
Yeah. You know, like you just said a while ago about even Bahamian. Folks, I will tell you all this. The last time we had a job, not the last time we performed here, but the last time we had a job here was 1999.
Wow. In the Bahamas?
Yeah.
What? That sounds like Atlantis.
Yeah.
No, man, I guess right.
Yeah.
The last time you all worked in the Bahamas had a job was 1999.
1999. Every dollar I spend in this country comes from outside this country.
So you make money outside the country, including royalties, etc.
It comes in.
Wow.
I don't make no money here.
That's crazy.
Even my pension comes from there.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. See, a lot of people to this day will still ask me, how come I have such high level respect for Brent Simmons and Vincent Van Der Poel Wallace? Again, from 1992 to now, they were the only two people in government right across the board in government supported us.
Wow.
Only two people. I mean, and today, it really, honestly, it don't faze me with these other people today. It really don't. Because, you know, when you know what you try to get the Bahamas to be a part of, that we're doing, I'm talking about tourism wise, and you ask them if they would like to be a part of what you're doing because it's all about the Bahamas. But we have had people there who really believe it was really all about them.
Wow.
And I just happen to be one of those people. I have plenty pride. I asked you once, you don't have to worry with me no more. I move on.
Yeah. I want to say in terms of culture also, we're going to be buying cruise ships. We go to the House of Assembly to borrow $500 billion. We'll borrow $1 billion. We don't see where that money goes. That could buy a lot of cruise ships. And we're going to go into that business. Why aren't we in that business? And by doing that, we are now putting our culture and everything else on a floating hotel. The entertainment on those ships are going to be Bahamians. They're going to be Bahamians. They're going to see John Canoe on those ships. They're going to see the limbo dances and the plays and the performances by our people. That's going to be sailing our waters. This culture is also going to be expanded because we're going to be sailing to Jamaica and Mexico and Caymans and other places. And so we're taking the Bahamas to the world. And we're making our people in culture full-time. And that's going to cause our culture to grow and get better. Because most of us have to work a job and we have to treat it like a hobby. And that kills us because, I'm in music. I've been in music a long time. And we were international also. And very respected around the world. We were in the A rotation, beating Kirk Franklin and Mary Mary, to be honest with you. Traveling all around the world performing. And Zaya Taylor was one of our big advisors at the time, and that really helped us to navigate, And so there were a lot of groups that came from this country that were very successful at what they do. And I think that our group Vision was one of them. There was T Connection and there was a Bahamian, of course, who's on the top of the ladder. But
you had beginning of the end, Funky Nassau.
Yes, beginning of the end, Funky Nassau, etc. But Vision is right there in that conversation, although we focused on the gospel side of things. And he advised us. So I know what it feels like to be in there. And we are going to make this thing full time. We are going to make this full time for a lot of our artists. We're going to transform culture in this country. And I can't go into everything right now, but I wanted to give you a taste. And I'm going to end that there. But Mr. Taylor, I want to thank you for your endorsement as a Pinewood man. Because you could endorse the F&M, you could endorse the PLP. But you endorsed me because I'm a young man that you believe, and I appreciate that. And your endorsement means more to me than any foreigner who could have decided to endorse a Bahamian in this country. I got an endorsement from a world famous Pinewood man. God bless you, and I thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man.
All right.
And so they got and thank you. They got endorsements from foreigners.
Who do I give this to? No. Man, read a guy is who.
Just getting a message. Let me just read this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Excuse me. Tomorrow. What?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Oh my God. I'm looking at Eyewitness News. When it comes to politics, they are fake news. But on this, this is probably legit. I'm going to let all of our followers hear this. They can put it on the screen if they want to. Just in, the Public Hospitals Authority Deputy Managing Director Kevin Thompson has confirmed that a passenger connected to the Caribbean Princess cruise ship is currently being treated at a local hospital for what she describes as a medical condition.
They dogged this morning. They dogged this morning. From 6 a.m. They didn't take this a next boat.
Different boat. You see that
They dogged this morning at 6 a.m. I have girls that were working in the straw market was saying that too. This is the second boat. Yep, the hiring for the high goodness. From Iraq.
Wow.
Hunter virus.
And so the ship that came in, okay, dealt with that. Okay. I see that one. They're not a news source, so I don't want to repeat that, but they're saying at Lincoln Bay they just let the sick people from the ship at PMH, from the sick at PMH. This is dangerous.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's allegedly. But they said that they didn't let them disembark off of the ship. Now we're hearing that not only did they disembark, you have someone who is sick, or they say a medical condition, or whenever they start getting cagey like that, I don't trust them no more.
Nope.
All right? And so a medical condition will stay, oh my God. And so even if this person doesn't have the Hunter virus, they was on the ship with people who have it. And that virus can incubate for up to 8 weeks. And so if that can incubate for up to 8 weeks, they could have it. And now they're on our shores. They're going to mix with our nurses and doctors. And there's not good ventilation at the PMH. This is serious. And so, of course, I was the first person in politics to put out an advisory on this. The PLP and F&M busy dancing and shaking up, and they ignored it. You had a question?
The government issue, one quick question from the sidelines.
Yes.
Can the government stop them from even docking?
Yes, they can.
So why didn't they?
Because they slack. And that's why she asked if the government could stop them from docking. And I said, yes, they can. She said, why didn't they? I said, because they slack. All right? We got to fix this country, man. The F&M and PLP is not the way. Jesus. Jesus. All right. So I'm going to open up the phone lines now. Oh, we've been going a long time. How long have we been going? Oh, we started 8. I'm going to open up the phone lines now. For anyone who has questions, if you live in Pinewood, you have any questions for me. If you live in the country, you have any questions about our plans and what we want to do. We can't go into all of them in any one sitting. But please, yes. Please read Vision 2030. I know it's a lot, but people ask for a vision, but when you give them a real vision, they say that's too much to read. Read our 100-day plan. Read it. We have real vision for this country, not these little bullet points. The fact of the matter is, anything that the F&M or PLP promise you, they've already failed us on these things. The F&M can't promise you a hospital. They did last time and they didn't do it. The PLP can't promise you a hospital. They did last time and they didn't do it. They've done nothing. The F&M is promising to build houses. And Rick Fox is the one to build houses. But the man ain't built no houses yet in his life. Oh Lord. Say Brave take 35 years to put an airport in Cat Island. But I'm going to open the phone lines and open it to you who are here to be able to say something if you want to. If you want to, just you come in the corner right there and I'll give you the mic. But let me take the phone off silent. It's been on silent. But y'all let's prepare. Store up your food. Prepare yourself. Use sanitation habits now. Don't wait. Because if the antivirus happens to spread, it might not. This is not about scaring anyone. It might not. But if it happens, we got to be proactive. We got to be ready as a people. Don't wait for them to tell you to start washing your hands, not putting your hands on your face. All right? You take care of you and your family right now. All right? So please do that. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the election and what's coming in elections in a second. So let me go to the phone lines first. Caller, you live. Go ahead.
Hello?
I'm sorry we don't have the mic system set up. We just traveled today, so that's why you all can't hear very well. But I'll try to repeat as much as I can for you. But the people online can hear. So if you want to go on your phone to hear what's going on, that's fine. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, Lincoln, good night. How you doing, man?
Awesome.
Lincoln, I call you from Abaco.
Awesome.
I can tell you this, you know. When I come to Abaco from 2004, I realized voting for the PLP and the FNM is garbage.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
And the reason why I say that, Lincoln, because I come over here, right? I used to vote PLP and FNM before I come over here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
But from 2007, I decided not to support the FNM and PLP anymore because of the slackness what they allowed to go on in this country.
Yeah.
In Abaco itself, Abaco is a disaster.
Wow.
I want all the Yemens to know. If they come to Abaco and live in Abaco, they'll see exactly what I say. I don't have no hate against nobody. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
I speak and get along with everybody very well. But if you was a Yemen and you living in Abaco and you see how Abaco is, and you decide to go to poll and vote PLP and FNM, well, you probably just getting something through them. You understand? Really, probably give you this or give you that. You understand? To support them. But if you love your country, you could never support the PLP and the FNM. I want everybody across the Bahamas here. You understand what they say? Believe me, you know, people set in their ways with PLP and FNM. But I can tell you this. If you were to be a man, if you want something for your country, supporting the PLP and the FNM, at this point in time, right now, you laugh after me, you know, from I've been over here, I've been saying this to the pastors, to everybody. I all allowing what happened in Abaco to happen. Lincoln, you've been here a lot of times, so you know exactly. My name is Robert Parker, no Lincoln.
All right, my brother.
You meet me. So, I can tell you this, you know. I've been following you for a long time.
Yes.
No matter what, I can vote for COI. You understand what I'm saying? But
yeah, man.
I can tell you this. This country, Abaco, is a disaster.
It is.
And most of the country end up being like it because the Yemen saying, look, they ready to continue to fight for the country. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying what I have to say. And I don't care who hear what I have to say. You understand what I'm saying? But what is right is right.
Yeah.
The PLP just run this country too slack.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say, you know?
All right. Thank you, man.
All right. Good night.
All right. So basically, you're saying that Abaco is in a disarray. Abaco is not where it should be. And as because of the slackness, and we're letting Abaco get taken over, basically. And we got to do something. He is not supporting the PLP and FNM anymore. He realized that that's the problem for this country. All right? And so I appreciate him for those kind words. I'm so sorry y'all can't hear it if you're in studio. But that's the gist of what he was saying. You can go back and watch the live later. Call you live. Go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank you and the COI for bringing the change to our country that is overdue and needed. I want to bring to your attention tonight the large corporate foreigners that are taking advantage of the Bahamian people. And when I say that, I mean places like Atlantis, places like Bahama, who have these foreigners sitting in positions where we are doing the work for them and they are taking all of the praises. I'm talking bringing over millions of revenue for these people, and they bring them in as trainers to say that they're training us, but they're just there sitting and having the Bahamian people working and doing their jobs. Then they'll leave you in the last of it all and terminate you and use excessive language to take what is overdue to you when you've worked so hard for years to build these companies up with your Bahamian talent, and they just have the foreigners just taking advantage and using us every day.
Yeah. I can assure you, Mom, she's talking about these foreigners coming in here and getting jobs, working, and then being on our supervisors and bosses, etc. And they take advantage of Bahamians. So we get taken advantage in a lot of ways. I can assure you that that will not happen under the COI. There's
Yes,
two
sir.
more days for that nonsense to happen in this country. You know what a
It's
man
going
is
on
going
for
to
too
do?
long.
Thank you, by what he has done. And
Yes, sir.
we've been fighting for the workers in this country. We've been fighting for the people of this country. We don't just talk this like Pintard and them saying what we could do when we get in. We've been fighting for the people. And we're going to continue to fight for the people.
Yes, sir.
Imagine
Continue
a
and y'all
government
fight
that's going to
hard.
stand up for you.
Yes, sir.
And so the F&M is, we saw, thank you for your call, all right?
Thank you.
All right. We saw the F&M, Dwayne Sands put something in a group. Dwayne Sands put something in a group. Oh, Lord, I lost the callers. Dwayne Sands put something in a group, in the PRD group that they have each party in so they could give us information. And he accidentally put something in there telling everyone to gather at the union's hall on East Street. Now, I believe in standing up for the union. But when the unions side with political parties to overthrow another political party, then the other party gets in. The unions normally get disappointed. That happens every single time, and they should know better than this by now. But the F&M is there for their political gain. They wasn't there fighting with the unions all this time, you know. They wasn't on the street fighting for the taxi drivers, fighting for the nurses, fighting for the doctors, fighting for the prison like us. We was fighting for everybody. We was right there with the prison officers. We was out there with the teachers. But they just show up now because it's politics time to try to make it look like they are for the people. Bahamian people, they just reach. We've been here fighting for you. We never stopped after the election. We have been standing up for you. So you could believe that these same people are going to do something for you, but you get disappointed again. That's a falling for the tricks. If y'all really want them to do what they supposed to and do what they promise, vote for someone else. Then one, that someone else could do for you. And if the other set ever get back, guess what? They could realize they're vulnerable, so now they're going to fulfill their promises because they know that they can be removed at any time. Other than that, they're not going to check for you. They're not going to do what's right. Let me take this call. Call you live. Go ahead.
What you saying, Lincoln?
Right here, man.
Everything blessed. It's like land in the building. Lincoln, if you look at the Bahamas, how long Bahamians was getting discriminated on? This was frustrating.
From day one.
How long we getting? Thank you, because guess what? Even if you look at today, I have a friend today gone and wanted to do a little bit of gambling, whatever. I ought to go on and go sit down and eat some dinner while he do his thing. You get what I'm trying to say? You know when he come back, what he say to me? You know what this man say to me? I let you all figure out the blanks. You know what that man say to me? What a foreigner say to me? And everywhere would you look inside this country and something what falling against the wayside and our culture too. Y'all ever gone to, Salt is one of the main food store inside the Bahamas, right? That same Solomon's, which y'all shop to. I want you to go inside and tell me whenever y'all see. I ain't talking about no managers. Look at the executives and everybody who over them blocks inside there white. And I challenge anybody from Solomon's to call me and name something Solomon's built something Solomon's donated, something Solomon's did, anything that they did, they flying under the radar. See, these are the things people gotta bring to you all. And then 3, Lincoln, whatever you do when you get in that immigration spot, there's no time in our history. See, I keep saying this, and if you look at the Dominican Republic, I keep saying this. Haitians have a lot to say in this country, but have nothing to say in theirs. I can say that again. They have a lot to say in this country, but nothing to say in theirs. So you know they fear you like how they fear Trump, right?
Yeah.
That's why they fear you like how they fear Trump. Because guess what? Pentard was where he was for how much years? 30 years. Brave was with his party for, I don't know, maybe 30 years. And they still bringing these old people like Perry Christie, who going against the people who bringing this illegal gambling and thing into this country when Bahamians vote against it. I wouldn't say we too passive, we was taught that way. Because anything what we have to think about, they bring foreigners to say, okay, let y'all think, let the foreigners think for you. That lady who called from Atlantis, she's 100% right. That woman knows what she's saying, and that's what's going on inside the country. How could you let a cruise line come into your country, right? Buy an island, you give them a beach, Freeport, where you is? They give us a beach. Let me tell you what they ain't telling y'all. They're talking about this amount of people pass through Freeport, and the people who voting elsewhere, they know they lying. My neighbor street is Freeport. That beach, you cannot jump in your car. And you was here? Did you win and could you Mr. Lincoln Bean, could you drive out to Celebration Key and get in there? You couldn't do that. Even though you wanted to be Prime Minister, you couldn't do that. You know why? We ain't allowed to go there. What kind of discriminating stupidness that happening inside this world? And then you have a man stand up and tell you the Freeport woman, you cannot drive and go to that beach. You're not allowed access out there. So how the money flowing through this country? See, we ain't talking these. How the money flowing through the country when you don't have access to that beach?
Yeah.
Only people who work out there can get out there.
Yeah.
You understand? And I say this once and I can say it again. I can leave you on this link. I say this once and I can say it again. How we allow an immigrant parent to put their children through school, we identify that. We let that roll. Until these people come adults and they turn around and want to talk my language to talk stupidness to me. And everybody feel what's coming but nobody wants to say it out loud. These old people can die off like you say, our children ain't built for that. But again, I'm trying to say is, the children, I wouldn't even, ain't nobody who come here, this is the only place I disagree with you on. Talking about if you in, I love you to death, Lincoln, but that, where, because guess what? I didn't know what you tried. Felipe and things like that, they could change the whole rule. You know, the law's the law. If your mommy break it, if your parents couldn't feel, you know what if your parents couldn't hear, then their children will feel. I'm trying to say is, they only can be on a work permit, and that's on a year-to-year status. If you look around the world, you all pay attention to what's going on around the world. Everybody trying to get away.
Let me before you go there, let me pause you because I don't want people to understand what if you're Indian means. Illegal immigrants are going to be moved from this country. All right, they're not going to be in this country, not on my watch. I made that clear every time. If you're here and you have a work permit and you got it legitimately, you're in. All right? If you got it legitimately, not if you paid someone on the side to get that. If you got that illegally through fraud, etc., you got to go. All right?
Lincoln, I over here in the States.
Right.
Clear up that piece where they talking about when they reach 18, you have the right to apply, but that ain't saying you can get it. You need to sort that piece out. That piece, that's where they mouthpiece coming in. And here's what Bahamians don't understand. America have the same problem with these same people. You know why? Because they sound like us. They look like us, but they're not us. We're being infiltrated by our own. They can't use their passport. You remember when you tell them, Bahamians, I tell you from the person over here, that same thing you carry close to your chest, which you call your blue back, which is your passport. If we can't hear, we can feel, because you got another set of people who infiltrate you all who over this side. And once they get over here, that behavior thing gone, that out the door. You understand? So you need to clear up that small hole where they talking about when they reach 18, they have a right to be a behemoth. That ain't inside our law. You know it, I know it, the behemoth people need to know it.
The only way you have a
What's wrong
right
with saying
to be
this?
a Bahamian is if you have a Bahamian parent. All right?
That's what I'm saying.
All
But
right.
if you have no
There's
parents,
no one else who has a right. Now, let me make this clear. And thanks for your call, man. All right.
all right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let me help you to understand. There's no one fighting for immigration like the COI. We put our freedom on the line. We put our money on the line. We put everything on the line to fight this immigration crisis that's going on. Don't mind the F them flim flamming you like they're interested in immigration all of a sudden. Where was their voice when we was out there fighting for these immigration issues? They wasn't there. All of a sudden election come and they could bring it up because they know it's a hot button issue. They have no interest in this. Except for that, if you let Pintard get in, Fred Smith and all them can kick in, and now they give these people all the rights they've been talking about. Don't be fooled by them. We are going to get this right. We're going to fix this. No other party is going to get this immigration crisis right. There's going to be law and order. We don't discriminate. We don't hate nobody. But you come into our country the right way. And no one is going to be here illegally. That will not happen on my watch. Them days over. So we are going to fix that. That's a guarantee. No other party is going to fix that. I think it probably, oh my God, it's after 11. Y'all took all my ice cream time. Okay, I got. Let me just get this caller first. I don't know if there's two callers. Oh, one caller. Let me get this caller, then I'll come to the audience. Caller, go ahead. You're live.
Hi, good evening, Lincoln.
Good evening.
Yeah, I just wanted to voice my opinion on, I love
You're very
Michael
low. Talk
Pintard. Oh, I'm saying I really love Michael Pintard, and they're all Bahamians, and we love each other, but this is a matter of our country's future. And as I'm someone, I'm medically trained. I'm a natural medical specialist, but I grow my own produce to help, and my own herbs, to help heal my clients. And I can tell you for a fact that Michael Pintard sat in agriculture when he was placed there, and he did absolutely nothing.
Wow.
And if you don't believe me, you can speak to the people who work at Bamsey on East Bay Street. That place was a ghost town.
Yes.
And agriculture was a joke. And I'm telling you, Michael Pintard is a sweet person, but that's not what we need for this country right now. We need people that's like putting another Perry Christie in that seat.
Wow.
But even worse, because now Perry Christie might have been listening to the Number Boys, but Michael Pintard will be listening to Brent Simonet. He will be running this country again.
Yeah.
And we need to be more serious and proactive about our country's future.
Wow.
That's what I have to say. I'm telling you, I experienced it. Yes.
Wow. All right. You experienced. All right. We lost her. Okay. So she is saying that Michael Pintard, nice, sweet person. Boy. But he doesn't have the creativity or the will to get anything done. And this is what I tell people. The man was in agriculture, and it was the worst agriculture has ever been. He was in youth sports and culture, and that's the worst youth sports and culture has ever been. How do you think now, as Prime Minister, he is going to do something for the country other than what Branson and them tell him to do? I mean, what are you expecting? And then, listen, if you let him in 3 months from now, everyone crying, and then I'm going to say, well, what did you expect? Brave got in, the drug dealers started getting contract, all kinds of things started going haywire. The immigrants started flocking in after he said he was going to look out for them. And so my thing is, what did you expect? Seriously, what did you expect? What do you expect if you put the same Pintard and Crazy and Brett and Dwayne Sands and Marvin Dames and all them right back? What do you expect? Let's go to phone lines. Caller, go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello?
Yes,
can you hear me? Yes, sir. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good.
That's great.
Go quickly,
awesome.
please. We are out of time. Go quickly.
Oh, okay, yes. I just want to mention that our people, Bahamian people, need to remember they have very short memories. The the last election, the PLP promised free electricity. Where's the free electricity? Now they're saying reduced electricity. Now, I mean, where's common sense here? When are we going to use common sense? And I keep asking our people, where's the common sense? We keep we're riding the same old donkey over and over. Mr. Bain, I want to say more, but you know what? I'm going to let you go get somebody else in there because I have so much to say.
Thank you, man.
I just want to say to the Bahamian people, have some sense. We know, we see, and we hope we understand. Thank you, Mr. Bain.
Thank you. We have someone here in studio. Go ahead. Hold the line, caller. They mic'd up? No, just give them a mic. Yeah. Whoever the person is first. Where are they?
I also want to know, right?
Go ahead.
Election day, during the election.
Grab this mic. They can't hear you. Oops.
I messed that up.
Just talk.
We want to know, like, during the election, how will we determine whose documents is fraudulent, and what time will election results, when they will be start calling results?
There's no way to know if documents are fraudulent or not. I asked the PRD that question when I was there. First, he lied and said that they have certain special features that they can use to check out documents. And then after I asked him to tell me what these features are, he confessed that he lied and that there are no special features and there's no way to know if the documents are fraud. And so that's how the government wants to steal the election. So we're calling on all Bahamians to be vigilant. We're calling on you to be vigilant. If you can see that these are people who may not be legal, because they're issuing voters cards to immigrants with illegal and some legal because they have work permits, but they're not citizens. Because what happens when you bring a voter's card, they don't check your citizenship. You have that card. And so they wanted to change the rule, but I fought it down to where if you have a card but you're not on the register, you can still vote on a white ballot, meaning no one can challenge you after that. And I fought them down to make sure that they did not put that in place. They're still trying, but we fought them down on that. That's because their strategy is to get these illegals to come in with these fake documents and vote. We need our people to challenge every single one of them. If they come in and they have a voter's card, but they're not on your register, to all the people working the polls, challenge them. And don't let them say that they're going to leave, go out and check the general register to see if they're on the general register, because you ain't there. They could easily come back and say, yeah, they're on the general register. No. Tell them to show you. Tell them show you them on the general register. And if they on the general register but not in the register you got from the PRD, that means something wrong. They added them people after. All right? So challenge that and challenge for it to be on a yellow ballot. Fight that down. Take good notes. Take the time. The name of whoever is making any decision or saying whatever, because we can take them to court. All right? If we have to spend the first year in court, we can do that if we have to. But we are going to take them to court. We are not going to let our democracy be stolen. If someone wins, then they win. But you can't be bringing foreigners in our country to use them to steal our election, because Bahamians are disenfranchised with you. No, Bahamians, stand up. Stand up. Stand up. And I want to say to my Bahamian people, this is your last election, you know. You have to make a decision. Let me take this last call. I see the phone line is blazing, but I can't take all these calls. You need a mic back.
I have a question over here.
Oh, go ahead.
Hi, pleasant good night, Mr. Bean. You can hear
Yes.
me? Okay, even though everybody trying to bypass what's really going on about the lady what is hospitalized right now in PMH, just got a call from my sister who's a RM at PMH, right?
Yes.
This lady is sick with flu symptom,
No way.
but she have to be quarantined. So, What if this already didn't reach? Because the ship already docked from 6 a.m. this morning.
Wow.
Accurate news, not allegedly.
So you're not going to say allegedly
So,
with that.
no, I'm not. So, what are we going to do if it's another pandemic?
Well, if it's coming, this will be the epicenter. We don't have a hospital system that can handle anything like that. We're going to be in serious trouble if that is the case. The last time when we had the pandemic, Dwayne Sands and them locked down the Bahamian people but left the airports wide open. They wanted that to come in. They locked down the Bahamian people but left the airports open. I found that out because I was in New York, which was the epicenter at the time, and I came into Nassau at the airport, and because I was still traveling during the whole time, and there was no check. No one checked you to see if you were sick or had anything. No one checked anything. And so I called Dwayne Sands, and I said, Dwayne, why are you locking down the Bahamians, telling them they lock up if they stay out a minute over, but you letting the tourists come in? He said that was an oversight. You can't be that dumb. You can't be that dumb. Oversight, the disease coming from outside the country. That's who they want put back in. That's who they wearing red shirt for. She says something is going on at the hospital right now. They can't hear you. All right, let me take this last call. I can't take no more calls, man. We gotta get ready for war. Call you live. Go ahead.
I like to say this. In Freeport, East Grand Bahama, all right? I know under the FM, they built some homes, right? And I ain't saying they built no bunch of homes. But some of the homes they built these places without giving these people a bathroom, and that pissed me off. You see what I'm saying? Hello?
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. They build these people some homes, and some of these people don't even have bathrooms in their place. Some people don't even know where the next meal coming from. And when I realized, because I wasn't really too political, when I realized how far East Grand Bahama run from, if you know where William Khan start, on the left-hand side, go back.
Yes, I need you to be quick now.
Okay, no problem, sir. But I just need this to be explained because I can be the last one. But from there, go back. The only time you see them ever doing something in East Grand Bahama, they always go up in the eastern area, High Rock area, doing little something with at least 30, 40 people. What don't make no sense to me when they have the whole constituency. And I say to myself and say to my people, like, you see, lately, one woman been on the news say the ethnic people didn't bend with them. One PLP came around just to see her, and she was so appreciative of that. And she voting for PLP now. It's like, I feel like people lost and still in one time zone right now. Like, you've always been saying it's just a two-party mode, and they ain't looking out for self-interest. And I hear a lot of people like to say, I got 7 people in my home. I got 10 people in my home. When you right now trying to empower people to have their own over the age of 21, people ain't thinking right now. They like to gamble, saying they want to gamble with Sabaj. Take this gamble if you all think it's a gamble and win for your betterment of you and your country and your fellow men. I like to just put it like that because that.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Right. Listen, I have a million calls coming in, but I can't take no more. It's 11:30. We got almost. It's 11:24. We got to end it there. I'm so sorry about that. I'm gonna address you again tomorrow, and that's gonna be the final. I just want to say to my Bahamian people watching this from all over the country, we need change. This country isn't working. It's just a bunch of slackness, funneling contracts to cronies so that they can make money, and nothing works. We got to do something different. The PLP is no hope for this country. They failed us. The F&M is no hope for this country. They have failed us. My Lord, Bahamas, wake up. How much do we keep doing the back and forth? Seriously? You're saying that the PLP is so bad we must go back to the same people who failed us before? the PLP is robbing us so much that we must go back to the previous people who was robbing us before? Is that really the solution? Do you really want me to join up with the people who've been robbing us? Bahamas, wake up, please. Say again? Okay, someone wrote this here. They want to be incognito. They want me to read it for them. I got to read it first. I can't just read what someone tell me to read. I ain't brave them. Okay, I could read this. Good night, everyone. I am a Marine. I would like to know what is it so I must do in order to be promoted. There are persons who get promoted because they are politically connected and lovers with the right people. On the defense force, there is a course that we must do in order to get to the next rank. That course entails an academic aspect as well as a physical one. I'm not sure if some of you remember when Marines had to go to Haiti and a Marine said or asked if he can go to Haiti the next time around because he wanted to do his leading seaman's course. Wayne Monroe said, "Go to Haiti. Do not worry about that. I will give the rank to you." This boy gone Haiti, come back and did not do his course and got his leading seaman rank, as well as he jumped many Marines who did their course and are in higher and entries than him. Okay, cool. Don't forget, he is one of, they writing like how they talk. Don't forget he is one of them who have that funny last name. There is another situation where a female, he has a Haitian last name. There is another situation where a female got promoted ahead of her peers and haven't even passed basic training. She came to the leading seaman course, did the academic aspect, and then for the physical part, she handed in a doctor note. There are persons joining the defense force and are being placed in sensitive areas, and that should not be. Why is a person with a funny last name being placed in the intelligence department because he is able to speak a foreign language? Persons with funny last names are being placed in the operations department. When our vessels go out to sea, those same vessels have to communicate with the operations department. My issues are persons getting promoted in an unethical manner, as well as very junior persons being placed in sensitive departments. Thank you. Let me make this clear. In 2 days, I could be the minister, I will be the Minister of National Security. In 2 days. We're going to get this right. You will get promoted on your merits, not because of political connections. Because we need a country that works, man. A country that works. And so we're going to fix this. We have put a lot of the solutions to this in our plan that you can go and look at. And we're going to fix this. We need real leadership in this area. We're going to make sure that we have Bahamians in critical areas. We're going to fix this. Our defense force is going to be run properly. It's going to become a navy, and we're going to operate properly. They're going to get the boats they need. It's going to run like a real military under my leadership. The police force, the same thing. All of you are going to be paid on an equal scale. No one is going to get paid more than the next, but based on your merits. So police won't get paid more than the defense force. All right? Police won't get paid more than the prison officers. We're going to make sure you're straight. The custom officers who now rowing for their money, well, you was rowing under the PLP, you was rowing under the F&M. Vote for change, eh? Immigration officers who round for their money, listen, you have to row on the PLP and F&M. Vote for change, eh? You should be tired by now. Pintard ain't gonna do nothing different for y'all. Brave ain't gonna do nothing different if you bring him back. I can't believe they went to election and didn't give officers their proper promotions. I mean, what are they thinking? Officers, we are gonna look out for you. Vote for change. I know most of you have already voted, but I can tell you we're gonna look out for you. You have a couple days to a new Bahamas. Talk to your friends and family, and the change is here. It's simple as that. All right? And so, go out. I need you to fight the lines. I know it's going to be hard, but they are making the lines hard because they want you to go home and don't vote. And their people are going to stay. So they are going to do everything to frustrate you. That's a part of the plan. That's what they did during the advance poll. They frustrated Bahamians. So like in Pinewood, we got about 300 and something people to vote out of 600 and something that was supposed to vote in the advance poll. That means half of the people went home. They was there, you know, but they left. Because they were like, I ain't putting up with this. This ain't making no sense. From 8 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night, they were like, no, hell no. But guess what? The people who came with the PLP and their bus, etc., they stayed. They voted. That's the strategy. Get the foreigners to come in to vote, and to get them to come in and vote early, and let the Bahamians go home. And that's how they believe they can win. They're going to frustrate you. But don't be frustrated. This is your country. I'll stand up in that line for 100 hours if I have to save my country. Stand up in a line. You all fight, Bahamas. Bahamas, you got to fight. You got to fight. We're a couple days away. We've been in the trenches fighting for you. We never left. We've been here fighting for you. I'm going to address you properly tomorrow and officially tomorrow. We've been here fighting for you. And all I ask is one day. We've been fighting 365 days a year. I'm asking you for one solid day. Give me one day that you go in there and you mark that X for change. The F&M is not change. The PLP is not change. The COI is the only change that you can get. If some change is here. If someone is out here smoking cigarette, please stop. Please take that somewhere else. Please out that immediately. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, please, this is our last chance. Please, let's defend our country. Don't take this immigration thing lightly. This is your last stand. Bahamas, God bless you. We love you. We're doing this for you. You got to love your country more than those people love coming to your country to take over. You got to love your children more than they love theirs, because they coming to take this over for their children. You got to do this. You got to. If you want to work the polls, if you want to help us watch these boxes, don't just tell us, oh, y'all got to watch them boxes. What you doing Tuesday? Don't tell me watch the boxes. We don't need no machine gun and no special training to watch the boxes. Come watch the boxes. Come to the polls. Come help us work. Come help us get this done. Yeah. Don't tell us go do it. Anyone can do that. Yeah. We need your help. Your eyes, your ears, etc. Whatever you can do. Come to the Pinewood headquarters, to the national headquarters tomorrow, and let them know that you want to help so they can get you into the right place. You can do it in your constituency or in another constituency. Doesn't matter. You can be living in Seabreeze and work the polls in Kalani. Don't matter. All right? We just need all hands on deck, Bahamas. Don't sit down and tell me what we need to do. You got to do this. You see the Haitians coming out to the rally. You got to make a decision. The F&M is not the way. You got to make a decision. I want to thank all y'all for tuning in, for spending all these hours with us. Tomorrow I'm going to address you officially. And that's it. After that, we go to the polls and we take our Bahamas back. God bless you. We love you. See you next time.